866-663-T-MAN.
Teen queen Lindsay Lohan visited Live with Regis and Kelly this morning to talk about her new CD. But was the singer so sick she couldn't sing a note?
Oh, no.
I'm sick again.
Too much nightlife. Seems so. Extra has learned that it's nothing serious, though, and Lindsay should be back to full voice soon.
If you're going on Regis and Kelly to sing, and you can't sing, just take your ass home. Don't even go on stage. Don't even go on the set there. What the hell's going on?
Well, she has to still pimp her little CD.
You can't sing. Pippa can't dance. This is great. Why does he call Kelly Ripa Pippa? I don't understand. Is it just because it rhymes with Ripa? Is that why?
Yes, probably.
I see. I get
It's
it now.
kinda cute.
I just broke the code on my own.
Woo!
Pippa. Why is Lindsay Lohan with a CD anyway? Why does she have this now musical career? Well, what's the deal? Every young star now, if they're in the acting world, has to put out a CD?
Yes.
I don't remember Julia Roberts, even as much as I hate her, when she was 20 years old and made Pretty Woman, I don't remember her putting out a CD.
You're right. She didn't.
Well, why does every young star feel the need to start singing?
Maybe to show that they are multi-talented.
Well, they're not. They're not even uni-talented.
Hey, if you're sort of good at a lot of things, that's better.
Right.
Yeah.
Not good at anything.
You got to compete with Hillary Duff. Who has to compete with... Everyone looks great. Okay.
Well, it's Christmas and they have a lot of young fans.
Meanwhile, Clay Aiken's Christmas special was just on last night or the other night. It got sloshed in the ratings. It got trounced by a new show. What is that show? House or Lost? Yeah, there's House, there's Lost, there's this, there's that. But the most important thing is Regis. It lost to Lost.
Wow.
People are watching Lost.
They are.
I guess
show.
so.
Is that a dinosaur show or something?
No.
It's just like Tom Hanks when he got lost on the
I
island.
keep picturing Land of the Lost.
No, it's like Castaway.
Yeah.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
But there's no volleyballs.
Yeah, no volleyballs, no Wilson.
Well, that. Stephen, it sounds like you watch Lost. It almost sounds like, given the enthusiasm in your little voice there, that you are a big fan of Lost. Is that fair to say or no?
Yeah, I think top 3 shows on television.
Wow.
Well, that's probably because the guy from Party of Five, the oldest brother, is one of the stars of Lost. Is
Yes,
that
that's
not
what drew
correct?
me in. But
Sounds like Terry's watching Lost.
No,
Now,
I just know that he's one of the main guys.
Now, Stephen, what are the other two? You're keeping us in too much suspense here. We die to know the Kilbreath other members of the top 3.
let's see. Well, it's tough to decide, but I enjoy a CSI every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
The original.
Does it really matter? Stephen doesn't go in for the cheap imitations.
Oh, okay.
All right, so CSI and
I do enjoy Desperate Housewives.
wow.
That's my top 3.
There's your
programs
Kilbreath
right
top
now.
3.
Whoa, everybody, check your scorecard.
CSI, Desperate, Housewives, and Lost.
I'm a follower. I go for the ratings juggernauts.
You didn't watch the Clay Aiken Christmas special?
No.
Raymond's a huge fan.
I know he is. He's
Top 3,
very
Clay
In a
Aiken
very
for him.
scary gay way. Now,
Very.
he has the nerve to accuse Pasty Dave of being gay.
And then who?
And he's the hugest Clay Aiken fan. Now,
It's the fact that I can admit it.
all right,
proves
whatever.
that I'm not.
Of course not. Now,
Admit that you're gay. Finally?
wow, that's
Well,
great.
we were just talking about gay. And he goes, "Hey, at least I can admit it, right? Did he not?"
I guess we got to rethink Romantic Night.
Yeah.
What that was all about.
3 years and 10 months of working with you, Terry, and you still don't listen to anything that anyone says properly.
Anyhow, I was wondering if you watched the Clay Aiken Christmas special and if you enjoyed it.
Well, I was a little bit torn because I, too, like Steven, watched Lost. But during the commercials, I was flipping...
How long has Lost been on the air? How many episodes have they had? About
probably
8?
10.
Yeah, first season.
And everyone's into it but me?
Oh, well, I'm
Where
not
do you,
into
where
it
do you
either.
people find time to watch an hour's worth of TV straight?
You
like
don't.
40 minutes, yeah.
It's, you start watching at a certain time on TiVo, so you don't sit through the commercials.
I understand the concept of TiVo. Thank you.
You get how it works?
There's too
You
much,
had it like 5 years before the rest of us.
there's too much to do on the internet, and there's too much to do elsewhere in the world that I can't devote myself to like hour-long shows unless it's like a phenomenon.
Thankfully, you let us out of work relatively early that I could do my internet.
So you're watching
Stuff in the
these shows in the afternoon.
Well, not that one, but a lot of them I am
All right,
watching.
whatever. Anyway,
Clay
You want the whole
Aiken Christmas.
schedule.
Lost is Lost is an hour show, right?
Yes.
Correct.
I can't watch hour shows.
I hear you.
All right. Anyway,
It could be
So you're
longer,
done
though.
with the OC.
I don't watch the OC. I don't watch.
Can't believe you jumped ship.
I watched the first season.
Sopranos?
I'm not watching the OC anymore. I watched Sopranos. I don't watch Desperate Housewives. And as I told you, it's like a porno that never gets good to me. I watched one episode, and I'm waiting for people to get naked. It was that kind of feeling. I had that kind of feeling watching the show, Terry. Like this was a soft porn, or even at times it looked like hard porn, and yet there was nothing that ever happened.
No, they save that for Monday Night Football.
Right, exactly.
Why save it for the show?
Well, it's good you jumped off the OC. It's not good anymore.
No.
I watched a little bit of Clay. It was kind of strange.
A little bit of Clay.
But then when he was on with Barry Manilow,
I made it out of clay.
It was almost perfect.
Oh, my
Okay,
goodness.
you know what? I'll turn off your microphone right there.
Whoa.
I guarantee you, T-Vote it. Dropped it to tape. Watch it anytime he wants.
And then his wife walked in on him. He's like, oh, Beard, dear, I didn't know you would be home so quick. Oh, jeez. Well, what do you expect? It was Barry and Clay together.
Jeez.
Man.
Wow, he sounded a little too excited.
Mm-hmm. It was almost too perfect.
I know.
Barry Manilow and Clay Aiken together as one, father and son.
Oh.
Norah Jones on the piano.
Tiny Tim playing the ukulele. Let me tell you, we missed out on some fine television programming, missing this Clay Aiken special, Terry, that had Barry Manilow come waltzing. It got like it was barely a blip on the screen in the ratings.
Yeah.
That's what I'm reading this morning.
Oh.
That
Look at he's gonna.
what was that?
9 million people watched it.
That is for prime time. That's nothing. I don't even know.
I mean, 9 million versus
what did Lost get?
is a little.
Lost got 18 votes. The Billboard Music Awards, which was the piece of crap show that I tried watching the beginning of it, got around 6 million.
All right. So the point is that Lost more than doubled, or doubled at least, the Clay Aiken Christmas special, which was expected to do a lot better. That's what I'm reading in the paper.
I'm shocked that Clay left the Fox umbrella.
I don't want to hear any more Clay talk.
He knows so much about him, but he's not
Right.
gay.
He's going to defend him. No, he did fine. Don't ruin his chances for a Christmas special 2005, T-Man.
Plenty of people watching. I have plenty of hair.
Right.
Those go hand in hand.
He'll defend things that are important to him, like how much hair he has and how many fans Clay Aiken has.
Yes.
How many people watch
hey,
SmackDown last week?
I'm not necessarily knocking Clay Aiken. It's not like Ruben Studdard has any Christmas special coming out anytime soon.
Right.
So at least he had one. It just was a disaster, that's all. Yeah.
Clay Aiken has sold 3.5 million out.
You know what?
Gosh.
Shut your Clay Aiken trap, please.
I like Kelly Clarkson, too.
Okay, that's good to know.
Oh, well,
Oh,
geez.
phew.
He likes women.
Oh, goody. I was concerned.
Yes, we don't have to cover our buttholes anymore. Okay, sure.
The T-Man.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber.
Check it out.
Traffic Jam. What's up? I'm Eric Powers. Join me at Big Mike this afternoon for the 5 o'clock Traffic Jam, which is...
The T-Man. 1-866-663-T-Man.
Well, apparently we don't need to worry about packing on those extra holiday pounds after all.
Oh, geez.
One obesity expert says it's overblown. Most people only gain a pound or two
Not true.
this time of year. But
Not true. Come on. I mean, every January Kilbirth is just a disgrace. How the hell are they trying to sell that the real truth of the matter is you only gain a pound or two during the holidays? Come on.
If I go from now till January 4th getting 1 pound, that's a win.
Yeah, no,
It's
geez.
like going to Vegas and losing like $100.
If you only get a pound a day, you're saying.
Yeah, no, a pound total. That's what they're saying, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You only gain a pound total. That's a win.
Oh,
Kidding me?
You kidding? That's a
what are they talking
landslide
about?
win.
one obesity expert says it's overblown. Most people only gain a pound or two this time of year, but the pounds can quickly add up if you're not careful.
Oh, geez.
Researchers say it only takes a couple of slices of pie per week to gain 1 pound.
Ah, it's a scary thought, huh, Stephen? Only a slice or a pie or two a week.
And just 1 pound. Wow.
Uh-huh. That'll tack on an extra pound. Speaking of, you packed on too many pounds this holiday season. Wouldn't it be great to counteract all that, Terry, with a cosmetic surgery gift certificate for the holidays? Terry, nothing stuffs your stockings better than your Dr. Tony Mangabat South Center Cosmetic Surgery gift certificate that we have. Well, I think we're right at the century mark now. I think when we first got the big allotment that was donated for the holiday season by Dr. Tony, it was at like 110 or 120. I think I've given away about 20 over the past couple of days. In the very giving a T-Man clause kind of way, Terry.
Yes, I know.
And all through the morning, not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse. The T-Man will be giving away gift certificates all through the morning.
Wow. Nice holiday cheer.
I mean, I just pulled one out, Terry, that says, this gift certificate says breast augmentation revision.
Ooh,
That's
really?
for somebody who had a botched job by some hack surgeon that they're trying to save a little couple of $100 with, and now they have boobs that are an utter disgrace.
You don't even want to look at them.
And Dr. Magabat to the rescue is offering $1,000 to somebody who needs breast augmentation revision. Wow. So there are dozens and dozens of gift certificates that say just merely breast augmentation. As you know, Terry,
yes.
The majority of our gift certificates say breast augmentation. But this one, I think we only have one or two, says breast augmentation revision.
Ooh.
So like when you're in Tijuana and you go to Pablo's Tattoos and Boobs, thinking it's a good idea because it's just cheaper.
Yeah, it is. No tax here.
And either you went way too big, way too small, or one of each.
Well, it came with a shot of tequila, though. So
Right, very worth it.
At the time, it seemed so, didn't it? But now that the tequila has worn off,
Right, and you woke up.
all that's left are the gangly boobs.
Ooh, gangly boobs.
That's all you got to say is gangly boobs. And people are at full attention now. Do you need breast augmentation revision? Will you be able to come on the air and tell us about how bad your breast augmentation procedure was to the point where you would like a revision? I mean, merely all you need to say is, well, T-Man, I got breast augmentation. I didn't go big enough. Wouldn't that qualify as needing a breast augmentation revision procedure?
Probably, yes.
But that's their own fault.
Oh, geez. So you have no sympathy for them?
No.
They should have wanted huge tits, is what you're saying.
Wow.
Is that right?
Stephen does.
Well, he's lucky enough to already have them.
I mean, I think a revision is more of the botch job. I mean, if it's a botched job, then going too small is not the doctor's fault.
Saying botch job twice in one sentence, Stephen, that kind of threw you off, didn't it?
Botch job.
Oh, geez. You added a third.
Oh, boy.
Man, I can't see anything on this list that doesn't have Stephen Kilbreth written all over it.
Really?
Yeah.
Botched job.
A liposuction. Arm lift.
Wow.
That'd be nice.
Thigh and buttock lift are on a couple of these gift certificates, Terry. Who out there would like a thigh and buttock lift?
Besides Stephen?
I can't think of a one, Terry. A tummy tuck, breast reduction, be you man or woman. I mean, all just smack right on the bullseye of your Stephen Kilbreth living. Like Martha Stewart living, but different.
See, I love myself for who I am.
Breast lift.
Despite what you love.
Right. Rhinoplasty. Now, Stephen has a very cute little Irish nose. Isn't that nice? Even though he's not Irish.
Scottish.
You're what?
Scottish.
Oh, you're Scottish? Is that what you are? Are you really Scottish?
I really am.
Oh, then you do have a nice Irish nose.
That explains your love for kilts.
It's close enough, right?
Well, it used to be kilt breath.
Oh, jeez.
God, you're corny. Jeez.
He does have a fascination with kilts, Terry. Every time Amy walks in the room, Campbell's dressed in one. Facelift.
And Mel Gibson in the kilt.
Blepharoplasty.
Oh, that I do need.
Well, maybe your eyelids need a little reshaping,
eyelids, I
Steve.
forget what that was.
Yes, blepharoplasty is an eyelid kind of procedure.
Hey, your eyes do disappear when you smile, Stephen.
Maybe if you got that done, you could actually see them.
Yes, Stephen's eyes disappear into the back of his head when he laughs.
Well, it's crazy how perfect a bodies you guys have.
That's
You
right.
absolutely don't need anything.
Nothing. Not a one.
Every surgery is for me.
That's right. Well, let's go to the phones and see who else these surgeries are for. You're on the air. Hello.
T-Man.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
My wife had, I guess you could say, one of those gangly surgeries.
Oh, really? So you and your wife, maybe it was a couple of months or years ago, whatever it was, you sat down, you discussed the pros and cons of getting breast augmentation. You probably were on the pro side as opposed to the con side, right? You wanted her to have big-ass boobies, didn't you?
Yes, that's true.
And what went wrong?
Well, what happened is she actually had a D size and a B size cup.
Uh-huh. So you just merely wanted to even them out.
Yeah, she was really off.
Okay.
Well, she wanted the other one in a D size, and the doctor just hacked her up. She's got
Now she has a D size and an H size, T-Man. What does she have now?
she's got D's now.
But they don't look right.
Well, no, she's got these gangly scars underneath.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, they're thick, they're nasty. She's actually had it done twice.
And you can't even work them into foreplay?
Yeah.
Oh, honey, let me tickle your scar.
Well,
come on.
Well, I don't know. I'm not that big an expert on breast augmentation that I would know if a scar problem is part of breast augmentation revision surgery.
Well, it's not even that. I mean, that's just the outside looking of it. She's actually had one of them that's, I want to say, decapulated. Do you know anything about that, Terry?
No, I don't.
It's where actually the sac is pulled away from the muscle.
Oh, I just grabbed my sack.
Are you all right?
The sack is pulled away from the muscle?
Yeah.
So she needs, like, immediate surgery, doesn't she?
How long has that been
This doesn't
going on?
sound good, sir.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it does. So she has one that's detached and just going all over her chest? What?
It's flapping in the wind like a weather vane or what?
Yeah, is it just moving?
Yeah, she's got to wear one of those supportive, really tight supportive sports bras to keep it up, and it's.
Oh wow!
She's always complaining.
And Steven, that hurts, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
Yeah.
Not good.
So, for all these reasons and many more, you're saying you would like $1,000 gift certificate to get you part of the way there for breast augmentation revision. Is that right, sir?
Anything would help. I tried talking her into going to Dr. Tony before, but she was bound and determined to go to this jerk off.
You see? This jerk off. Yeah, that's right. Say it how it is. People try to cut corners. They don't go to Dr. Tony. And look what happens.
Well,
they're flapping in the wind.
They are. It's just
sir,
traveling all over the body.
I don't want your wife to suffer any longer this holiday season.
Oh, you're the man, T.
But I can't give you a gift certificate.
Come on.
No, I'm giving you a gift certificate, sir. I'm giving you a gift certificate. How about that?
You're the man.
Because you sound like a loving husband. And even though it's a damn shame, I'm going to reward you for it. No, it's very nice, very nice. I admire that. Oh, just
sir.
No, it's a yes. We all are loving husbands, aren't we?
Yeah.
Did you get laid last night, T?
Oh.
I told you, dude. I mean, you obviously listened yesterday.
I know.
You know, you wanted yourself a gift certificate. I don't think you need to be taking shots, all right?
Yeah, don't push.
He can take it back.
Yes. I should take back the gift certificate, Stan.
No.
I said you can take it back.
I can take it back. That's right. And he almost crossed the line. Hang on, sir.
Dude, just
don't open your mouth.
Right. I'll keep it shut.
All right. You've won yourself a $1,000 gift certificate. Hang on, all right? All right. What's your name?
I'm Don.
All right, Don. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Redmond.
Okay, dude. Hang on.
All righty.
There he goes.
What's the difference between Santa and the T-Man Claus? You'll go right back down the chimney and get it.
Yeah, you will.
I'll go right up it with all the stuff I brought down it.
Jerk it out of the 5-year-old's hand. Give me that.
You said the wrong thing, you little brat.
And take other stuff, too.
Don't call up asking day after day whether I got laid last night. It's not going to happen. I'm not invading my son's house.
Listeners, you notice none of us asked him.
My son,
I left it alone.
right now, is nestled up in his home, Terry.
Yes, he
Look
is.
at it. Hey, do you want somebody slamming up against your house having sex, Terry?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm going to respect my son.
Okay.
You turned the light off, making sure you didn't think he was home.
Mm-hmm. That's where he lives right now.
Mm-hmm.
And heaven knows he doesn't need my little 2-incher invading his space. What else is going on in this world, Terry?
Well, you brought up Lindsay Lohan last segment. Well, her mom was out there with her, apparently partying it up. They went clubbing in New York.
Right.
And she was seen chugging Cristal and even dancing on a table.
Mm-hmm. As a good mom will do.
I guess so, but it's interesting. They sit there and criticize her dad all the time, and he's always in trouble.
And her mom deserves equal time, is what you're saying.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe so.
There you have
all
it.
of a sudden, she doesn't look like she's so innocent.
What else?
Also, Britney Spears recently removed her shoes on a flight from L.A. to New York.
Man, Britney Spears is doing something every day, according to these tabloids.
Yeah.
She removed her shoes, and she had, a stanky odor coming from her feet?
Sure did.
I don't think anyone doubts that she would have stanky odors coming from her feet if she took off her shoes. But, Britney Spears, you're telling me that with all the press that she gets, that she doesn't want these days, she's going to sit there on a flight and take off her shoes and have her bare feet be sticking out there in the little aisleway on a commercial flight?
That's what I'm telling you.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, 3 or 4 passengers complained, and the flight attendant had to ask Britney to put her shoes back on.
Yes.
She, of course, obliged, turned and laughed it off.
Laughed it off.
Yeah.
That embarrassing laughter kind of thing, or what?
Yes, she was a little
That
embarrassed.
nervous, uncomfortable laughter Pasty has too?
Yeah.
She had turned red, they said.
What was that again, Pasty?
Yeah.
Right. How was your date last night, Pasty? Yes.
And just another note on Britney Spears.
Right.
Apparently, after the Billboard Music Awards.
The Billboard Music Awards that Jimmy Fred said was an absolute disgrace.
Yes.
I didn't watch any of the Billboard Music Awards. Why was it
You
so
didn't miss
bad?
anything.
Okay, why?
It was contrived. Ryan Seacrest trying to do something live.
So Ryan Seacrest was overly cheesy as usual.
Beyond, he was Velveeta World.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Velveeta.
Okay.
But the Clay Aiken special was not.
Yeah, Clay Aiken was
I just
not
listen to the
Velveeta
parts where he
World.
sings.
So
I appreciate his voice. I'm sorry you can't appreciate his voice, Stephen.
Well, it's not an attack,
maybe-
really. I don't.
Yes, it is.
Well, he'll take it as an attack, and he'll defend Clay Aiken.
To the death.
To the death, yes. As a matter of fact, see, I just turned off his mic, but he just challenged you to a duel, Steve. Do you accept?
Quite the fencer.
He is a man who will fight for Clay Aiken's honor. He'll be the hero that Clay's a dreaming of. Why don't you know?
Anyway, back to Britney and the Billboard Music Awards.
Right.
Apparently, she had to be helped out of a restaurant in the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
In Vegas?
Yeah, in Vegas.
Yes.
And she,
Where else is there a Hard Rock Hotel and casino? Right.
anyway, apparently she was,
there's one in Redmond, TV.
she was throwing up because
she was
partying so hard. And so there was a bunch of vomit all over the floor. She had to be helped out.
But don't you wish you were there at the next crap table watching Britney Spears Ratch? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, dirty feet and vomit.
Yes.
Boy, where does the hotness end? Jeez.
Got a lucky husband she's got there.
Yeah, right.
Well, his $1 million spending account, I'm sure compensates for that.
The T-Man.
I'll kick you in the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
The T-Man. 1-866-663-T-Man.
Finally, Mr. and Mrs. Federline walked their first red carpet together.
Oh. Wow. Can't believe they're not chanting for Kevin, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
This is at the Billboard Music Awards. They showed up together on the old red carpet there as husband and wife. It was really the first public prepared to take pictures little situation between Mr. and Mrs. Spears.
Oh, you mean Federline?
That's right.
With her new baby puppy Bit in hand and Kevin by her side, Britney poses for pictures for about 13 seconds.
So what's that? Britney had a puppy in her hand? What is she? Everyone has to walk around with a puppy in their hand now thanks to Paris Hilton?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
In that little satchel or whatever.
Dun, 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 dun.
With her new baby puppy
Yes, Raymond.
She had a diamond necklace around her puppy. It was probably worth hundreds or tens of thousands of dollars.
Okay. And you feel that's a waist that should be around your neck instead?
It's just unnecessary.
Right.
No, I wouldn't wear it. I'd just catch it up for lunches.
That's a lot of lunches.
You get angry when you see stuff like that, as I'm sure a lot of people do, but you certainly do get angry, right or wrong?
Well, it's just such a
You get
excess
angry.
of
Just answer the
waste.
question.
I get angry,
Okay.
yes. How can anyone not get angry?
All right, listen.
Whoa. But if Clay Aiken had a puppy.
Clay Aiken has a lot of puppies.
Who cares what they spend their money on?
And they got weird names, Terry. But it does anger you.
It does anger me.
Okay. I'm glad you at least acknowledge that.
Give that money to charity.
Oh,
Do something
geez.
with it. Does her dog need to have a $10,000 diamond necklace?
Well, does a woman need to have a $10,000 diamond necklace when it comes down to it?
I can see more so than a dog.
Fine. But, all right, I don't want to get into this.
Just know that he's
But you have to have a dog these days, Terry.
Yes, you do.
With you at all times.
Yep.
That's the deal. That's what's now.
With her new baby puppy.
And she's like, I'm going to put this $10,000 diamond necklace around his neck. Take this, Paris, you bitch.
Actually, she was probably like, take this, Weeman.
With her new baby puppy Bit in hand and Kevin by her side, Britney poses for pictures for about 13 seconds.
And by the way, Clay can be walking down the red carpet with hamsters, not
With diamond necklaces around them.
Yeah, not little puppies. Yeah, the diamond necklace is ribbed for his pleasure, Terry.
Wow. It's called the French tickler.
Mm-hmm.
With her new baby puppy Bit in hand and Kevin by her side.
Oh, Bits, Terry.
Bit.
That's the name of Brittany's dog. Bits.
Oh.
A Bits. A Bits. A Bits.
Dog's probably going, damn, that bitch keeps calling me.
Yeah, well, how long will it take before Kevin Federline punts that dog across the room?
Oh, my God.
All right.
One of those drunken rampages with his wife beater. Get out of here.
He grabs the necklace first, though.
So I guess I'm Mr. Spears, huh? Boom. Take that, Bits.
Britney poses for pictures for about 13 seconds, then makes a break to greet her screaming fans. Oh, what about Kevin? Left there to fend for himself.
Wow. So they were taking a little photo op moment for 13 seconds because the photographers counted, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Britney separated herself from her husband to go shake hands with the fans.
Uh-huh.
And Kevin is left there going, what happened?
Yeah, exactly.
What about Kevin? Left there to fend for himself.
Oh, geez. And he's not very good at fending for himself from what I've heard, Terry.
Really?
All right.
But Kevin catches his bride and whisks her away to greet the press.
Oh.
I didn't know how to address you. Is it Mrs. Federline?
Britney Spears Federline.
How great is it?
It's going with Britney Spears Federline, Terry. There's a hyphen now in her name.
Ah, nice.
Britney Spears Federline. That means I can't decide. I don't want to embarrass this poor schmuck, so I'm going to keep his
Right.
name while keeping mine at the same time.
So let's bet. Her next album, is it going to say Britney Spears Federline?
Doubtful.
No.
Federline?
Britney Spears Federline.
How great is it to come out here tonight as a married couple? I'll ask you first, Kevin.
Wonderful.
Yes, folks, there it is. Federline's first words.
Oh, jeez! Oh, they're just going to be merciful. They're not going to have any mercy at all on this guy, Terry. And they shouldn't. But it's just, they're playing Hallelujah in the background when he said his first word into the microphone.
Sit there trying to make it all nicey nice.
And he didn't sound that convincing either. It's wonderful. Kill me now.
Come out here tonight as a married couple. I'll ask you first, Kevin.
Wonderful.
Yes, folks, there it is. Federline's first words. Now, the world wants to know, what have you guys been up to? Have you been home cooking, stuff like that? You cook, she cook, you order out? What happens? Both.
The world wants to know. I never thought about it once.
Okay.
I'm not sitting at home going, I wonder what Britney and Kevin are having tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure he's whipping up grilled cheeses for her right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now, the world wants to know, what have you guys been up to? Have you been home cooking, stuff like that?
Oh, he's been home cooking. He married Britney for a reason. Tackle her every day.
Stuff like that. You cook, she cook, you order out? What happens? Both. What kind of smile is that?
That's a happy smile.
That's my happy smile. That's my smile that says, I've been bagging Britney, ladies and gentlemen, and you're not. They're not, right, Britney? Yeah, you're not. That's a great answer. That's a happy smile. That's my happy smile.
Right. I'd hate to see his unhappy smile.
Oh, geez. That's the drunken smile, Terry.
What kind of smile is that?
That's a happy smile.
Did you guys decide tonight to be the night to come out and as a married couple and kind of in front of everybody in the world and what happened?
Wanted to come to Vegas, and yeah.
Wanted to come to Vegas. Yeah, but Britney, the last time you were in Vegas, you were marrying somebody else.
Yeah.
Earlier this year.
Okay, now you're seeing my non-happy smile, Mr. Reporter. Just wanted to come to Vegas, so she showed up at the Billboard Music Awards, Terry, and I think she was a presenter, wasn't she? Was she a presenter?
Yeah.
Ah, that's nice. I think she presented Kanye West, if I heard about it correctly, with his award that he rightfully deserved for being one of the dominant artists of 2004, Terry.
Yep.
As predicted by...
In front of everybody in the world and what happened?
Wanted to come to Vegas, and yeah.
When the nomination was announced for Grammy yesterday, how proud of your wife were you for Toxic and Dance Video? And
I'm very proud of it. Always.
Oh, this poor bastard. Having to answer questions like this. How proud of Britney are... Oh, I'm very proud. Always have been. Yes.
At least I dropped the hallelujah.
Do you have a knife that you can put in my stomach, or should I?
Okay.
Should I pull out my own?
Harry Carey time.
Yes. I mean, this poor. I mean, yes, I'm sure there's a lot of perks that go along with being married to Britney Spears. Don't get me wrong. A lot of perks.
Sure.
But to be her little whatever there,
Her lap dog?
And to be Bit-Bits.
Okay.
To be envious of
That's
Bit-Bits.
who really is
To be envious of Bit-Bits in the little basket, Terry, on the red carpet is not where you want to be.
No, I totally
Having to answer questions like, how proud are you of your wife? And I guess that's fine to be proud of your wife, but the only questions you're asked sitting there like an idiot is stuff like that.
Yeah, it's all about her.
You gotta want to just hang yourself there.
Right. It's obvious nobody really cares if he's got anything going on
Right.
or is something
And
in the
never
future.
will.
Right. He's always going to be,
Britney's little boy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
What else? What else is going on in the world, Terry? I can only take so much of this. I'm not playing anymore.
All right. Brad Pitt apparently drove around L.A. with a sign saying, quote, honk if you like a man with a small penis.
Oh, jeez.
Apparently his Ocean's 12 co-star George Clooney stuck it on his car.
As a practical joke,
As a
Terry.
practical
Guys, let me
joke.
tell you, this cast of Ocean's 12 really likes to yuck it up.
Yeah, they
Laugh
do.
a minute, huh?
Comes out today.
I hear they called him, the nickname for Brad Pitt on the set was Bit-Bits. And he put that sign on his car, and Brad was driving all over town not knowing that there was a sign on his car saying, honk if you like a small penis.
Right.
I heard maybe there were too many practical jokes going on that set and not enough good movie making.
Ooh, really?
Well, we'll find out, I guess, later this weekend, because doesn't it open today?
It opens today.
Ocean's 12 opens today. Mm-hmm. And closes tomorrow. No, regardless of how bad it is, it's going to be a blockbuster in terms of ticket sales.
Okay.
I mean, who isn't planning to go see it at some point this weekend?
Right.
Anyone here? Probably most of you.
I'm in.
Oh, you're in? You going to see it this weekend?
Love the first one.
Yes. First one was big time. There's no doubt about it. I'm just really concerned that the second one, they had a little too much fun there in Europe and not enough, thinking of us, the movie ticket buyers.
3 stars.
In the paper?
Yep.
3 stars is not bad. Oh, out of 10? Oh, geez.
Yep.
It's usually out of 4, right, Stephen?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
All right.
Still.
Well, it's usually out of 4, I think, when they grade
Okay.
movies, yes. So is it 3 out of 4? Can you confirm that?
Sure. It says 3 stars. So
I understand, but doesn't it somewhere there tell you how many stars is the maximum a movie can get, or no?
I'm looking. Maximum
Hate to make you work this morning, Stephen, but...
Let's see. There's one with 3, 1.5.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds
4
very
is probably maximum. You're probably right.
I don't know, whatever, dude. Anyway, what else, Terry? What else? I have a drunk John on the line calling from work.
Great. Can't wait to hear from him. A new study is showing that laptops can impair male fertility.
He's at work, Terry, and the Riemann is convinced that he's drunk.
Okay.
He's got this job now, Terry.
And he's
he
drunk on
put
the
in
job.
one good day, and now Jimmy Fred on the phone with him in the other room has convinced me that John is at work right now and is drunk. I just don't know if I want to put him on this early, Terry, because he'll be calling the rest of the morning. But trust me, if he's drunk now, he'll be drunk later on this morning.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
We'll put him on at some point, I guess.
Okay.
Now, what were you saying?
I'm saying that laptops can apparently impair male fertility. A new concern for you gentlemen out there.
A new concern for
Yes.
men who use a laptop computer.
Right.
You may be killing your sperm.
Pretty much.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. Now, how would a man, Terry, lose his love potion because of using a laptop computer?
It says here that the male testes heat up after only an hour of laptop use. And
Oh, we spend more than an hour at a time on the intranet, Asian Twins Babysitting.com.
wow. Asian twins babysitting.
.com, Terry.
Oh.
Yeah. You got to spend at
Twin or
least...
twins?
I just made it up, Stephen. Don't go looking for it.
Yeah, he's looking for it. God, he's sick.
The first thing that came to my mind. Anyhow,
So it's the whole heat issue again.
but you get the point, right, Stephen?
Yes, I do.
Nothing like spying on Asian Twins Babysitting. Now, what's that, Terry?
It's all about heat.
Yeah, it's about I can understand the concept. It's the men who keep the laptop in their lap, which I guess is the whole idea of the laptop, hence the name.
Right.
You keep it there, right, in your kitchen, and and before you know it, you can't stand the heat. You're supposed to get out of the kitchen, and you don't even realize what's going on there. It's I guess it would be the same concept of wearing too tight of underwear.
Right.
Right? They've said for years that men who wear briefs or whatever you call those tight little suckers. I've always worn boxers, Terry. That's why my spermies are running around like mad.
Yeah.
But men who wear tight briefs have the heating situation going on in their testicles, and because of that, their sperm count is low.
Right. Yes.
So I guess this would be the same concept. The computer in your lap, heats up your balls,
Yep.
and it singes
Good.
Sammy's sperm. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, I'm surprised it took what? How long have laptops been available? A good decade now?
Yes, probably.
I'm surprised that it took 7 to 10 years for them to finally come to the realization that if you're keeping a laptop in your lap too long, you're cooking your sperm. How about all these men that have been damaged? Unable to reproduce. Is this just a scheming way to try to control the human population? They finally come out and tell us now. I don't even own a laptop. I have no need. I have all the time I need to sit home on my computer.
Right.
Bill Gates is playing God.
It's not like I work or anything. What? Is that what you're saying, Stephen? That Bill Gates knew all along?
Yeah. Control the population.
But back in 1996, they said, hey, let's hold off on giving off this information. The world's a little too crowded.
Right.
They don't want computer nerds to breed. Is that it, Stephen? And not enough pocket protectors to go around?
I guess.
Well, that is very concerning, and men should be aware. There's no reason why you can't keep a laptop on a desk. It's not going to kill your sperm if the laptop is on a desk, right?
Right.
What if you put your balls on the desk and the laptop on top of it? That's not good, right?
That's right.
Okay, just checking.
But now there's
You've
a
been
market
spying on me. But for those of you at Green Lake, sitting there in the pouring rain with your laptop on your balls,
Right.
you may be ruining your chances to procreate. Yes, Stephen, you had a question.
Well, there's a market now for a ball protector. I mean, that'll be the latest rage next year for Christmas.
Well, why don't you come up with the blueprint, all right?
Oh, yeah, I want to see this. Jeez.
So for those who are unwilling to take the laptops out of their lap, but still want their sperm count to be high, you're going to develop a ball protector. Is that right, Stephen?
Right, like a cooling vent thing, you know.
With ongoing circulating fan control?
Something like that,
Yes.
yeah.
Plug into your underwear.
Stephen, I think you're onto something, and I can't wait to see the infomercial at 2 in the morning, a not a really.
Yeah, but you get 2 if you order within the next 10 minutes.
Add a set against 2 knives. Well, this is not a laughing matter, Terry. I'm sure there are a lot of men waking up this morning, hearing your news report, and are rather concerned, thinking to themselves, man, I've had my laptop in my lap every day for the past 6 years.
Right.
Well, it's a good thing. I don't want to have kids with that bitch anyway.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, my God.
I'm just running through all the thoughts that men could be thinking this morning, Terry. I'm just going through the whole gamut.
Well,
So if I have my computer on my lap for 2 hours, I can raw dog some hoe this week. Right.
It could be used as a new form of contraception.
Oh, my gosh.
Those who may be planning on cheating on their significant other this weekend, those dudes out there, you may want to cook your balls with a laptop all through the day that is today.
Wow.
Jeez.
Walking around town with it strapped to your waist. Oh, I'm just cooking them.
Yes.
A big day tonight.
So right next to the Trojans now in the drugstore, you're going to see laptops?
Yes.
Yeah. Why are you straddling the baseboard heater? No reason.
You could buy these ribbed condoms, sir, but this is a lot more effective. This is called Adele.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't play solitaire on a condom.
Although many have desperately tried, Steve.
The T-Man. You never know what you have till it's gone, and I wanted to know what I had, so I got rid of everything.
Hey, what's up? It's Cube 93, Shelley Hart.
The T-Man. 1-866-663-T-Man.
Parents, you better be careful if you listen in on your children's phone conversations. Today, the state Supreme Court changed the rules.
Oh,
I
geez.
think you want to know as much
Terry,
as...
you better listen up here because you're as nosy a parent as any we've ever heard about in the history of this planet spinning. Whoa. All right?
Yes.
The High Court. I can't believe we're talking about a High Court here in
Washington.
in this state. Yes. The High Court.
Oh, I like to go to the High Court.
Right.
It's my favorite kind.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be in a court. Why not be in the High Court? Right. The High Court ruled, Terry, that you are not, as a parent, allowed to pick up the extension down the hallway in another room and listen in on your son or daughter's phone conversations. That's illegal, Terry.
Yes.
And you will be arrested and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Well, lock me up.
Well, send you to Sing Sing for about 50 years, I think is the penalty.
Then.
You are not... Oh, she's already getting feisty.
Whoa.
You're not allowed... So we should assume, based on your reaction, that you've already been an eavesdropper on phone conversations.
Yes.
Oh,
wow.
Yes.
And
I will continue to be.
Wow.
For all of my children.
Breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
That's right.
Thumbing your nose at authority.
Hey.
Come and get me. I'm burning my bra.
Live with authority as well. And
Okay, Terry. So, well, it is kind of interesting that the new law, and it just got passed. This is a new, put in the document kind of little stipulation that says you can own the house, you could pay for the phone line yourself as a parent, but you have no right to listen in on your son or daughter's phone conversation, or else you are breaking the law.
Stupid.
Stupid is Terry's word to sum this all up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's hear this from the beginning again.
Parents, you'd better be careful if you listen in on your...
Did you hear that, Terry? You better be. She's telling you right off the bat. You better be careful. You're not going to be careful?
No.
Parents, you'd better be careful if you listen in on your children's phone conversations. Today, the state Supreme Court changed the rules.
Well, I think you want to know as much as you can as a parent, and that's why you have to really talk to your kids and know what's going on. You have to be involved.
See, then you can talk to your kids still, Terry. That's not against the law.
Right.
You can make sure your son knows that if he even is seen speaking to a girl, he'll be sent away for about 10 to 20 years. For all intents and purposes, but, Terry, you have to recognize that the court has ruled, and you're not allowed to listen in on their phone conversations, all right?
It's so ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The thing is that you see commercials and you talk about, how, parents need to really be involved in their children's lives and know what's going on. And like that lady said, you got to continue to talk and so on and so forth. And that's what you have to do. Sometimes,
the public service announcements all tell you that you need to stay on top of everything your children are doing, or else you're a bad parent.
Yes,
well,
absolutely.
you have to start to identify, Terry, that there is a difference between staying on top of what your kid's doing and snooping around.
But sometimes that's what you have to do to stay on top of what's going on.
Terry's fired up over this.
I mean, really.
Why can't, you're telling me a good parent can't stay on top of what their kid's doing without snooping around?
I'm going to tell you.
Without breaking the law.
You know what? You're going to have parents out there, and I'm even one of them who believes that I have a really good relationship with my children and that we communicate well.
They hate you just don't know.
But I also know that there's going to be times that they hide certain things. Every kid keeps a secret. And it could be...
And it's up to you, the parent, to find out what that damn secret is.
Especially if it's something that can, like this case, it helped, with a robbery and something like that. I mean...
So, you feel like you can cover the mouthpiece and sit there down the hallway in your bedroom, hit the hit the mute button so that when you belch, they're not going to realize that you're on the line.
Right.
And Mom, is that you? And then you're doing your good job as a parent.
Absolutely.
But the ACLU says the ruling means parents are no different than anybody else.
And they have no special rights to eavesdrop on private conversations.
Parents say the court went too far.
Well, why do you think the court made this decision, Terry? Why do you think the court is making it tougher for you to parent?
I don't know. That's why I think it's totally ridiculous. I agree.
Well, maybe the court doesn't think it should be any tougher to parent without eavesdropping in on your kids' conversation, Terry. It's an invasion of their privacy. Kids have rights too, Not under my roof,
that's right.
I've heard that before.
You can do that when you're 18 or when you're on your own. Have a good time.
You say that now. I wonder what you'll be like when your kids are 18. Grabbing them by the hair. You get back here.
They're still living there. On private conversations.
Parents say the court went too far.
At some point, a little diary reading keeps kids out of trouble, and whether we like it or not, that's probably what a good parent ought to be doing from time to time.
Darian's lucky he doesn't keep a diary.
I was going to email Darian this story, but then I realized Terry reads the email, so she would have just deleted it.
You read the email.
Yes, I do.
All right, when I list off something, you just say, check.
Okay.
You read the email.
Check.
You spy on their conversations on the phone.
Check.
You sniff their underwear.
But you don't read every email.
What do you know?
Oh, sorry. That was for Terry? Oh, my bad.
What's that now?
Do you read every email and listen to every call?
Actually, I know all my children's their passwords to their email accounts. And yes, I will go in.
Do you think maybe you're going a little too far,
No,
Terry?
I don't.
The fact that you have all their passwords, that you have the mute button pressed when they're on the phone, and little do they know you're listening in on... You're not only invading your son or daughter's conversation, you're invading another party, Terry, and their conversation that you have no authoritative little situation over.
Well,
okay?
you call my house. That's what happens.
Well, maybe, because I was going to say maybe your son or daughter called them, but that's not possible.
Right.
They're not allowed to use the phone. You took the numbers off their phone.
Right. They don't have phones.
They have no push buttons.
No.
Yes, Raymond.
I'm just wondering if Terry trusts her son about anything.
Oh, geez.
At this time, he's a young kid. He's a teenager. What does he know about
Once
anything?
you have trust, you're slipping as a parent.
I mean, right now is the time that he's trying to gain trust, and I'm teaching him.
He has 4 years left to earn the trust
That's
that then will allow you to feel like you trust him.
That's right.
It's not like he's done anything wrong. It's just that it's too premature for you to have trust in them.
Right.
Ridiculous.
So by the time you trust him, he can move out.
There you go. And then I know that he's got a good head on his shoulder, and
well, let me.
He was raised right.
Well, I hope he has two shoulders. Anyway, let me go to the phones. Let me open them up here on a Friday. It's a Fractious Friday.
Oh,
but let me ask you
already
this.
again?
I mean, what kills me is
Terry has more to say. Yeah.
is that. Maybe if you listened in on a conversation, it could have helped on with, let's say, Columbine or something.
Or I'm sure, Terry, that there are a lot of examples you can give.
Right.
That doesn't necessarily make it so that it's...
It could save somebody's life.
Terry, there are all kinds of hypotheticals you could throw at me.
And you're going to tell me that I can't do that?
I'm not sure I'm buying your argument that you can't be a good parent if you're not eavesdropping in on your kids' conversations.
Yet, if you have an actual conversation with your child, and the child
They're not going to give you 100% of the story. They're not going to give you 100% of their life.
If they give you a little bit of piece about, I heard that so-and-so was going to,
why stop at phone conversation eavesdropping? Why not get yourself in a dark little outfit, Terry, and follow them to school and wherever else they go, and put a low jack in their car. And
if I were thinking that if I thought that...
Terry's like, that's a great idea. I'm about to get Darius' first car in a couple of years.
If Darius
I'll get a tracking device.
Was hanging around the wrong people, or he was headed in the wrong direction, hell yes.
You'd put a tracking device in his car?
I would in a quick minute.
No, the whole Columbine thing, if Darian's friend says, I'm going to blow the school up tomorrow, he'll probably come and tell you, won't he?
Well, you would hope so.
You would hope so, but what if he doesn't? What if he says, my friend's not serious, or, I mean...
Yeah.
And in fact,
if he doesn't tell his mother, then Terry obviously did something wrong.
Oh,
were you that bad and that mischievous a child that you completely cannot trust your kid on anything he does?
No, it's not. It's just
I think the Raven's point is if you raise your kid right, Terry, you won't need to be doing this kind of eavesdropping all through the teenage years.
This is part of raising my kid right.
Oh.
Weeman was raised right, so he knows from that.
Mm-hmm. They're going to have to start speaking in code on the phone now.
Right.
He's going to outsmart you, Terry.
Yeah, right.
He's going to start speaking ubby-dubby.
Like I love my mom is kill people tomorrow.
Oh, yes!
Or the other way around.
You're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing today?
Yes, what's up, dude?
Hey, man, I agree with Terry totally. Me as a parent also, it just pisses me off when government steps in and tries to tell you how you need to handle your kids or what you can and cannot do.
It's not the government, it's judges.
It's the judges, it's the state's decision.
We're still responsible for everything that they do.
Yes.
I think it's kind of cool
that is the
a
thing
14-year-old can catch their parent eavesdropping on their phone conversation later today and turn them in. Is that you, Ma, on the other line? Well, let me just make another call here. 911.
Turn me in. You live with a police officer.
Wow. So you're saying you're still going to continue to break this law that is now in place, Terry, and you're confident that your son and daughters are not going to turn you in?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Well, then I'll have to make a citizen's arrest.
Ooh. Shackle me up, T-Man.
Now we're going to check you for drugs.
You're on the air. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Go ahead. Turn your radio down.
Okay.
What do you
Hello?
got? Yes.
I just wanted to say that I agree with Terry totally.
Okay. Seems like parents are on your side, Terry. Apparently, it became tougher to parent between yesterday and today.
No, it's just that, what...
Well, yes. I mean, aren't you saying that if you can't listen in on your kids' phone conversations, if that becomes against the law, which it is now in this state, that it becomes more difficult to parent, yes or no?
No, it doesn't. But I think that as a parent, you should still have that right to listen to what your child's conversation is. I mean, you don't know what they're doing when they're not with you all the time.
All right, I don't want to argue this with you, but listening to your child's conversations when they're not on guard because they don't know you're listening lets you have information that makes it easier for you to do your parenting duties, right or wrong? Oh, never mind. Goodbye. If you don't agree with me, goodbye.
Your kids have
she's saying basically exactly what I'm saying, and yet she doesn't want. I don't know. Isn't that what you're basically saying, Terry? Or is it still as easy to parent, but you just like to have this little advantage on your side?
No, it makes it difficult to parent.
It makes it more difficult to parent if you can't have your kid, your teenager, whatever the case may be, in a relaxed moment, not thinking that you're checking out what the situation is, spilling their guts to their friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I threw up 6 times today. How about you? Things like that.
Right.
You may miss out. I didn't know my kid was throwing up his food. They weren't telling me that.
Right.
So these things that you may pick up on in these conversations makes it easier for you to stay on top of things and makes it easier for you to parent. The one thing that I think is interesting is, as I said before, you could own the house, which Terry does, believe me, she's a bonus baby. You could own the phone line. I don't think Darian's paying for his own phone line, Terry. You pay the bills.
I do.
And yet you have no right.
Yeah.
Even though you're paying that monthly bill out of your Terry Free checkbook, you have no right, Terry. It's against the law for you to pick up the phone, cover the receiver, put on that mute button, and listen in on the conversation.
Have you ever unmuted and said anything?
No.
You're tempted, though.
Oh, very tempted. Very tempted.
But he knows
But
you
he's
do
not
it, right?
allowed to talk to girls on the phone, right?
Right. But that doesn't mean the conversation. That doesn't mean that he's not having his buddies call up and say, "Hey, call so and so and let her know."
I know we've been through this a million times, but I still can't get over it. Isn't it kind of weird that you let him talk to guys on the phone, but you don't let him talk to girls?
No, I don't think so.
What have you uncovered in these conversations that you've listened to?
Well, I uncover, if
Terry has a log at home. He can bring it in on Monday.
I actually have uncovered quite a bit about his other friends. No, his friends and who his friends,
so it's always his friends who are the bad kids, not your son.
No, I'm not saying my son. My son, he will tell you that he's always guilty first before proven innocent.
Wow, that seems fair.
And that's probably true. Hey, Terry, did your mom eavesdrop on your conversations?
She probably did. I don't know.
I'll tell you
Would you have been
this.
happy if she did?
Oh, heck no, I wouldn't have been happy. Just like my son's not happy.
Do you think if she would have... So do you think what do you mean? Your son's not going to be happy, but do you think you're a different person because your mom eavesdropped on you? Do you think you're a better person, a worse person?
I think that, I think that my mother, although I was rebellious, morally, I think it made me have a conscience and say, my mom would approve of this, or...
Rita eavesdropped in on Allison's conversations, and I told you, I think I've mentioned that before, and she caught me, I caught her eavesdropping eavesdropping in on her phone conversations, and I was told if I ever told my sister, I'd be kicked out of the house.
Ooh.
That was the threat.
Was it? And you said, okay, Mom.
And I believed it. I saw the look on her face. And still to this day, I'm dying to tell my sister.
So tell her now.
She's a 37-year-old woman now, Terry. I don't know to tell her now. Man.
But I think
So we had a deal. As long as she told me the good stuff, my mom would tell me the good stuff, and I wouldn't tell my sister.
But you don't think she was listening to you?
Well, no, I don't think she was really concerned about me. Parents treat their daughters different than they treat their sons. She didn't care if I got in trouble.
They know sons are going to be losers.
Yeah, but she knew no girls wanted to have sex with me, so she wasn't worried about that. You're on the air. Good morning. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes.
Hi, I'm with Terry on this one.
All right.
It
seems to be unanimous amongst parents, Terry.
Thing or whatever, but for safety issues.
For safety issues. So you're all going to march on City Hall this morning. Is that right? All you irate parents, especially the moms, it seems like, that are calling the phone lines this morning, Terry. Why don't you organize a march on City Hall saying, we'll eavesdrop as much as we freaking like, you bastards. Don't you know how to make a quality law anymore?
I am organizing a regime right now.
No, I think, Terry, you should lead the charge. Come on. Terry's having her nails done today. I'm sorry. She's not available. She has a massage today. Jeez. The eavesdropping isn't scheduled until 4 today, so she has a massage scheduled at 2. Yeah. Unbelievable.
So you don't think there's, I mean, you're supportive of this, of the law? What?
Well, right now, I really don't care. It's not an issue that I'm very passionate about either way. I told you where I stand on this. I think it's interesting that you could own the house and own the phone line. But I think you could still be an effective and quality and on top of it kind of parent, even if you lose your ability to eavesdrop. Eavesdropping is like evil. That's evil, Terry. When I saw my mom eavesdropping, I was thinking the first word that came to my mind is, Mom, you're evil.
But you got all the juicy stuff.
You don't do that. She did get the juicy stuff. Fine. But still, it's like evil. She'd sit there and listen with an evil face on. You can't do it without... When you do it, do you feel evil, Terry?
No, I feel like I'm being a good parent.
Mm-hmm. You're on the air.
Is this me?
Yes.
Yeah, I got a comment for Hitler. I mean,
for Hitler.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just stupid fun, man. Her son's gonna grow up gay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Terry, you prepared to have your son grow up gay because of you?
Yeah, if that's the case.
Well.
Love him any way he comes.
Maybe that's why the High Court and the state decided to make a law against this, because there are too many queers around this state.
Yeah, maybe so.
And this is why.
So discipline
I
leads
don't
to queers?
necessarily see the connection.
Well, obviously he did.
But this man does.
Well, if you're spanking him in a leather suit, that's when it leads to
Well, it's buttless chaps then.
Right.
They graduate too eventually. Wow.
But is it...
Well, there you go. It doesn't matter that this law is in place, Terry, because it doesn't change anything that's been going on in your parenting life.
No.
So that's the end of the story.
Right.
Let the High Court come after you.
Go for it.
Wow.
But if you've never heard anything, what do you continue to do it for?
Because...
Someday she may.
I may.
Terry is taunting the High Court in the state with the words, go for it. They may break it on your massage appointment at 2 o'clock, Terry.
Okay.
Put the oil down, Mr. Massage Guy. Put your vagina up against the wall, lady. You don't tell us to go for it.
Boy, it's saggy.
Wow.
And that's Darian's password.
Saggy BJ.
Boy, it's saggy. Terry, honestly, you asked me where I fall in on this, and I will honestly tell you that I am more on your side than I'm not, but because you're so passionate about it, I feel like I had to lean towards the other side. So I will end it by saying that I kind of agree with you on this one. Even though I'm not going to be sitting there on the phone line in an evil way eavesdropping on my kids' conversation, I still think if a parent feels like they would like to do that because they're a little concerned about their kid, they should be able to and not feel like they're breaking the law.
Right.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law. The T-Man.
Have you seen my baseball?
My favorite thing to do on Christmas is open the presents.
Help make it a 866-663-T-Man.
And then when he goes to put you on the air, you hang up. You're still mad because your friend couldn't tape the show for you?
Jimmy Fred's having a
what's bothering you so
typical morning conversation with John Right now, Terry. Who he claims, Jimmy Fred has told us, John is at work and drunk.
Great.
And he slept there.
Mm-hmm. And he sleeps there now. It's his permanent residence.
The price is right for rent.
Terry, while you're doing your job right now here in the studio, I just want to make sure you're aware, we eavesdropped during the break on your daughter's conversation, Alexia, Terry.
Yes.
And she had a guy on the other end of the phone who was saying this, Terry.
I close my eyes and bring my mind to envisioning myself on a beach of quietness. I'm walking through the whirls of the wind, carrying me down the shoreline. Opening my arms, I spin and dance with the wind.
Would you be scared, Terry, if you eavesdropped on your daughter's conversation and heard that?
Absolutely, and 911 would be called right away.
All right, and then the guy will say, well, she called me.
I'd say, Alexia, you're grounded for life.
No, Jason, that's nice.
At least he sounds romantic.
Yes.
Harmless.
He sounds like a man in love, Terry. Yes, a 45-year-old man in love, but nonetheless a man in love.
Yeah, with a 9-year-old.
Oh, jeez.
Well, they've been talking on the internet for 3 years.
Terry, you make it sound so dirty.
Going free and my soul uplifting.
Mm-hmm. His soul's uplifting, Terry.
Yeah, let me uplift it.
Oh, jeez. Well, that sounds like a threat. Anyhow, what else is going on this fine day, Terry? Then I'll get back to the phones, and at some point in this segment, maybe we'll spin the big wheel of cosmetic love. Spin the big wheel of cosmetic love, because you know the deal, Terry. I have approximately 100 of these gift certificates left.
Right.
That I have to give away between now and the end of this here calendar month, and this calendar month ends kind of early for those in the biz, Terry, because we got to get a jump on that Christmas vacay. So, in other words...
we got stuff to not do.
In other words, we're going to have to start speeding up the process of giving away these finely donated Dr. Tony Mangabat cosmetic gift certificates for your surgery of choice.
All righty, then.
Now, what do you have? What do you got?
An estimated 5,800 people will be rushed to the emergency room this year due to ornament-related injuries.
In this holiday season.
Yes.
So, whoop-dee-doo, decorita. We'll have approximately 5,800 Christmas, how'd you phrase it, ornament injuries?
Yeah, ornament-related injuries.
Ornament-related injuries.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh.
And how are these injuries taking place? When you take one of those Christmas balls and shove it up your gay lover's... wow.
And it breaks?
Well, I'm wondering, when you take that fake icicle and start... tickling your wife's nipple, then all of a sudden, oops, I stabbed her in the gut. Oh, she's bleeding. Should I call 911? Oh, no, let me get a Band-Aid for you, honey.
Right.
How are these injuries taking place? Oh, like you accidentally step on a Christmas ball or something like that?
And
or
it breaks and the little glass gets in your foot. Or you fall from the ladder because you're hanging the Christmas tree light.
Fall from the ladder.
Yes.
The ladder, yes. The ladder falling incidents. And 5,800 of us will have that happen. We don't know who yet.
Right.
Or some may have already taken place.
Yes.
But still, there are some undetermined as to who is going to get injured this year. Like on that 7th night of Hanukkah, when you light your wiener instead of the candle, Terry, you may get rushed to the hospital.
Yeah. Oops.
I have an ornament-related injury. Help me, please. Well, what other things do you have to watch out for, Terry? Does it say in that story of things that maybe if we knew about, we can lower the number of ornament-related injuries, Terry?
Well, like I said, their big thing is, going up ladders and
up
then
ladders.
falling
People
off
fall off ladders.
Yeah.
Hanging the angel.
Right, hanging the angel or the lights or the
You get nice and drunk while you're trimming the tree.
Right.
You spike that eggnog a little too much, and then you climb that ladder to hang the mistletoe.
Right.
Because your hot neighbor's coming over to bring you that Christmas bundt cake.
Right.
Or you can choke on the string that all that popcorn stuck together with.
Stephen, that has nothing to do with Christmas with you.
Okay.
Anyhow, that happens in July.
In the theater.
Yeah.
Why do they put string through it? I don't get it.
Stephen, do you climb the ladder in your home? You're not the most athletic type last we checked, and I'm wondering...
Well, you have to be pro athlete to climb a ladder.
It helps. It helps.
Get all offended.
You don't have... Well, you're kind of stiff, literally, when it comes to physical activity, right or wrong?
Oh, I could barely climb a thing of stairs.
All right, fine. You can climb stairs. Good.
Stairs and ladders are two different things.
Are you doubting my analysis that you may be more apt to fall off a ladder than the average male?
I don't think that I would be more apt to, no.
So you're no less apt to fall off a ladder than any guy out there.
Well, when you're
I don't
leaning,
think so.
Stephen, and all the weight goes to one side.
Got all that chin fat. All right, anyway.
Wow.
Okay, so
I wish I could afford to pay people to hang my own lights and decorate my tree. My fake tree, by the way.
You know what? I'll send them your way. They are affordable.
Okay.
Especially for you.
I don't think they're that affordable, Terry, if you're paying them $150 an hour. But that's fine. Maybe they're affordable in your life. And Stephen's life, but that's fine. But I wouldn't call them affordable, Terry. Anyhow, all right, Stephen, you're a great ladder climber, okay?
Well, I've never fallen off a ladder.
Okay. You have a perfect success rate when it comes to ladders.
That doesn't make me more of a man than anybody else.
And no one was doubting your manlyhood or...
Well, you were.
Well, I guess I was.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I just said you're more the type to get a Christmas ornament injury. For a lot of reasons.
Okay.
Uh-huh. I apologize if that bothers you. I'm just making sure you're not one of the 5,800.
Oh, that's fine. No, I haven't been injured yet this year.
Have you decorated the tree yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have. It's all fully loaded?
No, we don't have a tree this year.
Well, you just said you decorated the tree.
I know, I was lying. It's because I wanted to be more of a man, that I haven't had an injury yet, but we don't have any decorations, so how could I have any?
Are you planning on having a tree?
Don't you guys make it a big, let's go out in the forest and cut one down? And
we know you have a big...
We've done that the last few years, but we haven't. We're going to be out of town, so we don't need a tree.
You're going to be out of town for the big holiday?
We are, yes.
Well, where are you going?
We will be out of town.
Okay.
Oh. We're going to be on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can afford a cruise, huh?
You can too, Terry.
Well, don't sit there and say that the Christmas lights are unaffordable.
This all started because you said, Stephen, you're so fat. When you lean one way in the ladder, it's going to fall over.
Are there plans, Stephen, on this cruise after 5 years of marriage to extend the Kilbreath family tree? The tree that you don't have to climb a ladder for, I hope?
Well, I mean, there's no plans for that. I'm sure it'll happen in the future at some point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, his cruise is not earmarked for that purpose.
It's not earmarked for that purpose, I know, but...
it's earmarked for boozing it up and all-you-can-eat buffet is what it's earmarked for.
Yeah,
right?
you think?
Oh, yes.
Well,
boozing it up.
Let me get it down to a very specific question here. Are you going to be using contraception on your sexual nights on this cruise, this ocean line of love, or are you not?
I would think that we would continue to use any method that we have used in the past.
Well, what methods have you used in the past since you brought it up?
Well, I mean, you actually brought it up.
Fine.
I mean, we will be starting a family in the future. I don't know when that's going to be. But.
So you have no plans to, because usually when you are actively trying to start a family, you eliminate that method of contraception that was your method of choice over the past number of months or years.
At this point, we are not actively trying to start a family.
Well, I asked you what the method was. I'm still curious. What's the method? Come on, give it up.
Not doing it. That's the method.
Oh, we never doubted it.
Say, are you really thinking they're having sex on the cruise?
Well, you would think if you're going on
all the time,
a romantic holiday,
to her,
romantic holiday cruise, you would think that sex is happening at least every night.
Sure.
You would think.
And at the captain's table.
Well, we're trying to trump the Wemans because they only had one night, but we're having 8 crazy nights.
Mm-hmm. 8 crazy nights.
Oh, now, don't you, aren't
Steven
you guys having an anniversary here?
He visits Isaac, the friendly bartender. He gets a little loaded.
Woo!
Comes back stumbling to the cabin. Come on, Amy.
Pulls her by the hair.
Exciting and I brought back little Vicky for a threesome. Steven, this is a very exciting development. I didn't realize you were going on a very festive holiday cruise. Will JJ from Good Times be on that cruise, Steven?
I hope so.
He was on the Love Boat every other episode.
Hoping for Charo and Ethel Merman. May she rest in peace.
Steven, it floats back to you.
That's what I've heard. Or here.
Where is this cruise to?
Soon we'll be making
through the Panama Canal, actually.
Promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure. Your mind on a new romance.
Is your mind on a new romance, David?
I'm singing the song now.
Okay.
My mind's on the same old romance.
Oh, goody. Well, that's very exciting.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
Oh, boy.
I'm sure it was hurting for the past 5 years. Anyhow.
On a friendly shore.
Hope you have fun on that friendly shore, Stephen.
Love.
Okay, I told you never to sing again on the program.
Bring it home.
Welcome aboard. It's love.
He sounds like he's ready to make a baby, Terry.
Oh, I think he just pulled something.
Okay. I think you'll be the one giving birth.
Did you pull a quad, Stephen? You all right?
I don't know, but I don't know if we could do the wheel until next segment now.
Don't have him do the wheel now.
Okay. I think this is kind of appropriate.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Gay.
Hey, if Stephen wants to get in the cruise mood, he can go see his local cruise director, Julie McCoy. She works at a local grocery store now.
I've heard a rumor like that, but I find it hard to believe. I mean, she's getting royalty checks, isn't she? Are you telling me that Lauren Tweez, however you pronounce it, who was Julie McCoy on the Love Boat, is now working at like a local Safeway or QFC?
I can vouch for him.
What?
I went and spied myself and spotted her out.
No, you didn't.
On the Lido deck serving cheese.
You
You're lying.
You have first-hand information that Julie McCoy is working at a grocery store.
I took a peek at her myself with my own eyes. She has a different name. It's not Lauren on her name tag, though.
So then how do you know it's her?
Looks just like her. Just older.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it's her.
She changed her name. Oh, dear.
Well, why wouldn't she say, hi, my name is Lauren, then?
If you do that in the cabin, you better man the life decks. Anyway. What was that, David?
Why wouldn't she have her real name on her name tag?
Well, I guess after being a pretty big star in the 80s, to be handing out cheese to the average blue-haired lady in QFC is not that exciting for people to realize you're doing these days.
So at this point, it's still alleged. It's not 100%
No, I saw
confirmed.
her.
No,
But you don't know if it's her or not.
Did you go up to her and say, "Are you Lauren Tews"?
I did not. But
Well,
it's her,
then.
I'm telling you. I would recognize
No,
her.
unless you go up
Yeah,
to
I don't
her and
buy it.
say, "Are you Lauren Tews?"
So far, they're no willing to buy it any more than the Loch Ness Monster that you see.
I have friends that work at the grocery store that told me that she's there.
All right. Anyway, are you excited that John is a working man now, and according to Jimmy Fred, he's drunk at work, gay or no?
I can't wait till he gets fired again.
Mm-hmm. John!
Actually, I'm not going to get fired there, Gay, but thanks for your participation in the program, bitch.
My participation?
Yeah, well, yeah, you know QSC stands for, like, quality food.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Lose your $15,000 freaking dollars against the team in the morning. All right?
John sounds overly creepy this morning because he's got his little headset on at his job because he does customer service. And this is the best kind of customer service that's available today, ladies and gentlemen. A drunk representative going to help you with whatever customer needs he takes care of on a regular basis. John, do you think maybe you should try to curtail the alcohol on
Actually,
company time or what?
Hey, T-Man, I'm
Yes.
actually not drunk. I'm trying to talk quiet because I do have other representatives around me right now that are trying to do their job. Okay?
John, you sound a little buzzed, and that's being conservative here. Are you going to admit you're a little buzzed?
The
at
boss
least?
doesn't know, it doesn't hurt him.
Okay.
I never knew representatives was one word. one syllable.
Representatives.
What the boss doesn't know won't hurt him is his line that pretty much tells us all we need to know.
From a place near you. Don't worry about it.
Does the boss mind you just scream to the top of your lungs or no?
Kidding, little outbursts.
Or maybe.
Well, why don't you look out your side window? Why don't you look at your side window right now there, T-Man, and see where I'm in the Fox 7 or Fox 5 building next to you, okay?
John.
Yes,
I think he's just drunk. I think he's high, too, okay?
Have a great work day, all right?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Hey, Dan, why don't you shut the...
Okay, John,
Freak up.
can you prove that you're at work right now, or maybe you just very easily fooled Jimmy Fred, who
Why don't you have Jimmy Fred Weeman?
Yes.
Forget Tasty.
Yes.
He's old news.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a new boyfriend now.
Yes. Have Jimmy Fred Raymond do what now?
Well, he's just old.
Where can he
have Jimmy Fred Weeman just step next door right now and go up to the 5th floor of the building you're broadcasting from next door.
Okay.
Fox Net. And well, yeah.
Okay, that just proves he's not working. He's at home.
Right. He
Although
really doesn't have a job,
It did sound like a different sound than his typical phone calls from home. He may be on the job.
I think he is at work. The reason I say that is because at his new home, or the extended stay Americas, like we found out, does not have. You can't block those calls, and this one was a blocked call.
Well, let me tell you, Columbo, you are all over it. Gay?
Yes, sir.
Have a great.
Boy, oh boy.
Stephen, are you now with your full capacity of wind or no? Because it is time to spin the wheel of cosmetic love, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. Well, actually, with all the phone lines filled, let me take a couple of calls, clear a couple of lines, and we will then give away a gift certificate for $1,000 off, a procedure to be determined. A procedure to be determined. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Hi. Who's this?
Yeah, it's Brad.
Okay, Brad. Is Brad a real name or a name you just made up on the fly?
It's a real name, actually.
All right. It's someone's real name, just not yours. Anyhow, what's up, Brad?
Got an issue here. I was actually wanting to comment about Terry, how she's going to be listening in on her son's phone calls, which I think is wrong, because he's just going to end up hiding pot and cigarettes and not wanting to be at home every day.
So you think extra rebelliousness will be the end result of her son's behavior because she is over-cramping his style with all kinds of investigations of her own?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
Terry, are you concerned this may work against you in the long run here?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I think we've gone through this on many an occasion. We've talked about your parental little ideas.
Right.
And you always seem to think that your measures are the best and will result in having a fine, upstanding citizen when he is able to then attack the world on his own.
Right.
Well, when he'd rather be playing pinochle with his grandmother instead of staying at home watching TV with you guys. I don't know what you're going to say about that, but yeah.
Pinochle with the grandma, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Concerned about that. Wow. All right, well, that's not why you called, sir. You've been on hold a lot longer than that. So what was originally your call for?
I called because I've been dating this girl for about 6 to 7 months now.
All right.
2 to 3 months into it, she tells me that she's a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering what I should do. Should I just let my stuff dry up or what? Should I just try to...
Well, it's been 5 months since you found out, sir. So where have you been? And it doesn't sound like you're the kind of guy with the voice that I'm hearing that could ever be with a virgin for 7 months. All right?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I mean... God, she's gorgeous.
Produce this virgin. Produce this gorgeous virgin, and then we'll entertain your call in a true fashion. Okay?
Okay.
All right. When will you produce the virgin? Will you bring her down next week sometime?
Yeah. What day do you think is good for you?
Well, either you bring her down or produce a certificate of authenticity, and then we'll... take this call seriously. Until then, Terry, we have to realize that a lot of people call this program with bogus stories just to hear themselves on the air.
Sure enough.
And I understand that. I used to do it myself when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. You're on the air. Hello.
Yo, E-Man.
Yes.
See, that guy demonstrates exactly my point. I don't want to get Terry on the defensive here, and he's very passionate about this subject. The guy was lying, right? And he was talking about how his mom, well, I bet his mom was doing the same thing to him.
Well, we don't know if he was lying. He may be able to produce that certificate.
Well,
I didn't feel like he was telling the truth. I just had a sixth sense that was telling me he was making up a story.
Well,
but I may be proven wrong.
It reinforces the point, though, because my mom did the same thing Terry did.
I hope I'm proven wrong with a virgin down here sometime. Yeah. Your mom did the same thing to you. What did she do?
Exactly. From experience, she used to eavesdrop on my conversations all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what happened is just it breeded this distrust between me and my mom.
It breeds distrust. It breeds an air of contempt between son and mom.
Exactly. Now, that guy was proving the point, like I said. It just makes Darian, it's going to make Darian a better liar. And like I said, I don't want to make you, is it Darius or Darian?
It's Darius, but he's become Darian over the years. Yes. Now, Terry, have you noticed, has he become a more skilled liar over the past year or so because of your hard-hitting ways, or no?
No, actually he hasn't, because he knows that if he lies, it's even worse for him. And we've always given him the opportunity.
These Gestapo techniques of yours, Terry, may bite you in the ass at some turn in the future. At some little twist or turn down the road, you may realize maybe I shouldn't have been that hardcore.
It's about learning, that you make certain decisions, and, the decisions come either repercussions or rewards.
Oh, geez.
Well, that's nice to know. I mean, that's a good point. That's an ideal to get to. But what happens is he's already got you fooled. He's a better liar that you don't even suspect he's lying anymore.
Because he's with me right now. I mean, how do you speak with such certainty, though, sir?
Yeah, there's a chance he's not a liar.
Because, man, no, I was able to pull it over on my mom all the time, man. Because
all right, you may have been a different personality type than Darian.
Well, I don't know. Yeah,
okay.
I don't know Darian for certain, and I don't even know if she's exaggerating over the air, but maybe she's better at home.
No, trust me, she isn't exaggerating. All right,
no need
That's
to.
something I can be pretty certain on. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, man?
What do you got, dude?
Hey, I want to be on Terry's side on this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line is, if they start with the telephones, then pretty soon it's going to be the bedroom and in the living room or what's in their pockets or what have you. I'm on Terry's side because...
you have to stay on top of all this stuff, what's in the pockets, what's on the phone, what's in the diaries.
Yep. Because, think about Columbine and stuff. None of them parents knew that them kids had bombs and all this other stuff in their rooms.
Yes, and then you have Columbine, too, and that was a disaster in itself, Terry. Right. Like Columbine, I don't even want to talk about it, Terry. Damn it. I pull out my stack of gift certificates.
Ooh.
The real T-Man Claus is here. Steven clears his throat to spin a wheel. He clears his throat to spin a wheel. Where will the wheel land today, ladies and gentlemen? Where will the wheel land today? Let us give it an old spin around. Facelift, rhinoplasty, septoplasty, breast augmentation, there goes breast augmentation revision, there goes a breast lift, there goes breast reduction, there goes a tummy tuck, there goes a thigh and buttock lift, there goes an arm lift, there goes a wild card, there goes gynecomastia, there goes liposuction, there goes a hair transplant, oh, it's slowing down, breast lift, septoplasty, facelift, rhinoplasty. It lands on breast lift.
Whoa.
It lands on breast lift this morning, Terry.
Give me that certificate.
Oh, who needs $1,000 off a breast lift? Let's go to the phones. You're on the air. Hello. Hello.
They don't want to
So
admit it.
consumed with lifting their breast, they can't even speak, Terry. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
What can we do for you?
I'd like a gift certificate.
All right. What would you like your gift certificate for?
I was hoping for some lipo.
For lipo. Well, I'm holding, you heard the wheel of
I did.
cosmetic love just land on breast lift.
Breast lift.
And unfortunately, it's not lipo, okay? But
Okay.
we'll give away lipo, I'm sure, at some point in the very near future. We'll be doing this on a regular basis right through the holiday season. I will they do where they get it. I go, come on, baby. All right. Anyway.
Whoa.
That's not how it goes there.
I don't think so.
Never heard that in church.
Okay.
What did I have? Oh, yeah, the gift certificate. Where is it? For, breast lift.
Right.
Breast lift.
Breast lift. Man.
Easy to do.
Creepy.
Stick to the wheel.
You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
How you doing, T-Man?
What's up, dude?
I'm calling about that breast augmentation for my wife.
All right, I'm not offering, although I have dozens and dozens of gift certificates for breast augmentation, that is not what I have in my right hand right now. I have a gift certificate for a breast lift in my left hand, and I don't want to tell you what... never mind. I'm getting really kind of intrigued by all these dudes calling in for their wives with all these gift certificates available for breast augmentation, Terry. Mm-hmm. Men have been out there dying for their wives to get breast jobs, it seems like.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew that, but I didn't realize maybe it was to this extent. Right. Every time I'm giving away a gift certificate, guys don't care where the hell the wheel landed. I need my wife to get bigger breasts, man. That's all we got. You're on the air. I'm just taking these phones randomly, Terry, to see what's out there. Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
I need a breast lift.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do.
Tell me why.
Because
In
I'm
great
23
detail.
years old.
You're 23 and you need a breast lift?
Already?
I have 2 kids.
You have 2 kids at 23, and it's taken its toll on your breasts at this young stage in life.
Yes, it has.
All right. Try to describe as best you can. What's the situation?
Well, you know, before I had my first child, I didn't have that large of breasts.
Mm-hmm.
I had like a 32B.
All right.
After my first child, I was a 34C.
Yeah.
After my second, I was a 36C, but it dropped.
Yeah, it did. All right. Anyway, so do you realize that a breast lift is even more of a painful procedure? Just want to make sure you're aware than a breast augmentation procedure is. They have to, like, change the location of the nipple I think.
Everything. Yeah, they take it off.
Look at it go. Oh, jeez.
They move it.
Not that far, Steve. It's like it's going around a NASCAR track or something. All right, they just move it from one spot into a little higher location. Right. But it is, it is altered as far as its location. The nipple will be moved.
Yes.
It's like the nipple protection program, right?
They'll hide it, need 'em claw, and then one day tell you where it is.
Give it a new name.
So this is what you want, ma'am?
Yes, it is.
Who is this?
Crystal.
Are you married, Crystal?
Yes, I am.
And you have 2 kids?
Yes, I do.
How long have you been married?
For 2.5 years.
How's that working out?
It's great.
You love marriage?
Yes, I do.
And how old are your kids?
4.5 and 1.5.
Well, you didn't love marriage so much that you waited to have your first kid to be married.
Yes, I know.
All right, so who's the first kid belong to? Where's that guy?
That guy is in Capitol Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Doesn't sound like you're too fond of that guy. Forget about it.
Yeah.
So what happened between you and that guy? Why did it not work out?
He had other priorities.
He had other priorities?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet he did.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say he just got out of jail.
Mm-hmm. Well, who has it?
Perfect.
But this new guy, this husband that you've been with the past 2.5 years, is everything you ever dreamed of and then some. Is that fair to say or no?
That is correct.
And you see yourself spending the rest of your life and beyond with this guy.
Yes, I do.
That sounds nice, Terry.
Yes, it does.
And it sounds like they both deserve a breast lift.
Yep.
Right?
Right.
His and her breast lifts. And because of that, Crystal, a $1,000 gift certificate for a breast lift goes to the next caller on this program.
Oh.
No. Goes to you, Crystal. All right?
Wow.
You are that much closer to having your breasts back up at attention where they need to be.
I really need it.
Are you excited? Hello?
I'm here.
Are you excited?
I am very excited.
Well, I don't hear it.
Yeah. I was just telling the people in my office yesterday that I was going to try and get a breast lift gift certificate from you.
Mm-hmm.
What station is lifting your breast?
Well, answer the question, Crystal.
What?
What station has lifted your breast?
93.3.
Oh, okay, close enough.
Yeah. And what are the call letters?
Yeah, whatever. All right, big on that line. Help her lift her breast there, Raymond. There's another happy winner, Terry.
Yay!
She predicted it in front of her office staff. I'm sure they were very, very intrigued to hear about how she was going to guarantee her breasts would be just where they need to be by January, and now it's coming true right before her very eyes, Terry.
Yep.
And ours, for that matter. Another happy holiday listener.
The T-Man.
No, I will not hide in the fruit cellar. You think I'm fruity, huh?
The T-Man. 1-866-663-T-Man.
Airline passengers may soon be able to chat away on their cell phones. The feds are thinking about relaxing the ban on mobile phones while flying.
Oh, Lord.
Right now, most phones don't work at 30,000 feet.
Yeah, they do. Actually, maybe not at 30,000 feet, but certainly for a good ways up. But they tell you they don't, so you can use the $9 a minute phone that's right in your chair in front of you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they have the technology now to easily make cell phones usable on commercial flights. I'm kind of glad they haven't, because I don't need that girl to be talking to her boyfriend for the 5-hour flight to the East Coast or something like that. Or the guy going, "Are you sure you're everything you told me you were on the internet?" Right. I don't think you need that on your flight from the guy next to you. You're really 18 now, right?
Right. Wow.
The guy's saying, I forgot my matches. I mean, how do I light the shoe bomb now?
Oh, jeez. God. Just even know what kind of flight you're taking. Anyway, I mean, do you really want the girl going, "Oh, I can't wait till this plane lands and I see you"? I mean, you don't need that. You don't need that. Let me sleep, you bitch.
Wow.
You'd rather her talk to you? Oh, I can't wait till I lands and I get to see the guy.
What's better?
That's really why she's a bitch, because she won't talk to me. She'd rather talk to her boyfriend. Man.
The one that's cheating on her?
How often are you sitting there in the airport, what do you call that joint in the terminal in the
smoking section
at the gate? No, yeah, that's where you're sitting. Okay. They put you guys in a little room now, in a little glass booth, so you can all kill each other. Yes.
It's awful.
I love what they've done in the airport. They have this little 4x8 booth now where everyone has to smoke. Perfect. But how many times are you sitting there at the gate waiting to load the plane, you spot the one hot girl that you're hoping is sitting next to you? It never works out. She's always somewhere totally inaccessible. But even if she does sit next to you, it's not like you're getting any... All right, maybe I'm talking about myself too.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Right now, most phones don't work at 30,000 feet,
Right.
but Sprint is developing technology to change that. Using your cell phone on a plane is still years away, but the FCC will start talking about it as early as next week.
Oh, well, that's exciting. The FCC will start talking about it. And we'll all be chattering away on our cell phones soon on the plane. There you go.
good deal.
Happy days. What else is going on, Terry? What else is happening, please?
In Florida, a woman ran over 2 teenage brothers after they accidentally hit her sport utility vehicle with a golf ball that they were bouncing around.
Road rage keeps getting more intensified every day. How about that poor bastard who's in the hospital right now because some 17-year-old beat the crap out of him, a 65-year-old man. Did you hear about that story locally, Terry?
Yes, I did. Yes, very sad.
Just pummeled him.
Yes.
And then drove away, and his friends turned him in, or else no one would know who the guy was.
I know.
His friends ratted him out, and his family. And that's good?
Yes.
All right?
Definitely. Well, this woman...
not saying it's good that he pummeled a 65-year-old man, but I don't know. I just don't like rats. Anyway, but...
But still,
yes,
when it's something like that...
I was also relieved, too, to hear that a guy who's going to beat the crap out of a 65-year-old man is going to now deal with the consequences. I mean, 65, maybe... You want to take out a 45-year-old guy, fine, then it's fair. A 17-year-old against a 45-year-old still has that strength thing going.
Right.
But a 65-year-old guy...
I know.
You ever get close to fighting your father?
Once. Not good. At 6'1", 310.
Wow.
Didn't want any part of him.
6'1", 310.
Which one?
Well,
yeah, right. And he was big, too.
He was 6'1", 480.
Yeah,
so he had a disadvantage. Really?
Don't all boys do that, though?
At some point.
Yeah.
I guess. No, you shouldn't. You really shouldn't, obviously.
Well, no, I know you shouldn't.
But there was that moment of teenage frustration where I remember pushing my dad one time, and,
Really? Wow.
and my dad just looked at me, and my mom came over to me and said, in that very soft but stern voice that you know just is the scariest thing you've ever heard in your life, she said, "If I ever see you put your hands on that man again." And that's all she had to say.
Yeah, and you're like, okay.
Because I pushed my dad and go, "Come on, Dad, you want to go?" Like an idiot.
Oh, my gosh.
Go where?
That's what Steven would say to his son.
Yeah.
Oh, down to Arby's, please.
So you never had any type of confrontation with your father, Stephen?
No. Not like that.
2 men going after it, Steven? Never had that, little almost scrap moment between you and your dad?
Oh,
That's good. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I'll be the first to say that. And I'll admit that I was wrong when I swear that's what I said, like an idiot. Come on, Dad, you want to go?
How old were you?
17, yeah. Oh, that's 17 ages.
Think you're all grown up?
Should have done with a normal 17-year-old and beat up a random 65-year-old man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your dad, right?
Right. I am, Steve. I'm embarrassed to tell that story. I'm embarrassed to tell that story.
That's part of your life, and you're man enough to admit
Having my mom step in and tell me what was really the way it is. If I ever see you touch that man again. Isn't that nice that my mom came to my dad's aid like that?
Yes.
He would have got his ass kicked. Oh,
whoa, yeah.
She said, if you're going to go with me.
oh jeez. I'm like, no, Mom, don't do it. It's going to be tag team.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. That was a dark day.
Yeah.
Amongst many. What else is going on there? Oh, yeah. So
The
there's...
SUV. The
Yes.
lady, apparently one of the boys suffered life-threatening injuries. He's in critical condition, as a matter of fact. No damage was done to the truck.
So I'm 17 years away from Jaden going, come on, Dad, you want to go?
Pretty much.
And Angela will be like, yeah, kick his ass, Jaden.
Yeah, that's the only reason I work out now. So my son can't kick my ass. I'm motivated.
Because I want to give my son karate lessons starting at age 5 and stuff.
And he'll be a black belt.
Yeah, I'm afraid that I'm just going to be a dad that's going to get his ass kicked all through my adult life.
Anyway.
Because my son's going to be a dick. Are you kidding me? All right, let's go to the phones. It's a Fractious Friday, as we talked about already this morning. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. You're on the air. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. What can we do for you?
Well, I just got a question for Terry. I mean, she seems like a highly educated woman.
Oh, yeah. Is that right?
Does she read? I mean, Ted Bundy's mom was a overbearing woman, too.
How do you know? You've done a biography on Ted Bundy. You know enough about him that you are aware that his mom was overbearing?
Yeah.
I remember watching a 3-hour movie on TV about Ted Bundy. I don't remember ever them talking about his mom in any way.
You don't have to watch TV. Read.
Okay.
Read
That's
books.
always an option. Right.
All the books say that his mom was overbearing.
Really?
Everything that he did, she washed
So
him, she bathed him, she made him have his hair cut a certain way. I mean, all through his growing up, she was always there and always.
So you're telling Terry if she doesn't stop now, she's got to identify she's raising one of the future notorious serial killers of the world.
Well, it could be.
Yeah, but you could have a
Serious
caller.
resentment.
with an example of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
there's a potential for everything, Stephen's saying, sir. I mean, Terry may be more apt to have a serial killer in your mind, but she may not too.
Probably not a direct link, just a coincidence, sir.
Right, right.
But the resentment that she could be causing, I mean, just.
I don't know if you can call it necessarily a mere coincidence that Ted Bundy's mom was so overbearing and he became a serial killer, but obviously there are a lot of moms who are very, very strict and can certainly teeter over the line of overbearing and are not raising serial killers and have never had their sons be anything but good, fine, loving boys.
I agree.
Right, Stephen?
That is right.
Stephen, you were this close to being a serial killer. You really got lucky. All right, I just want to make sure you know that.
Well, yes,
as a matter of fact, we haven't ruled it out yet for your future. Okay.
It'd be tough to catch.
Stephen would be?
Yeah.
Yeah, chasing him down the street. Oh, he'd be just outrunning you like crazy. You're on the air. Hello.
That's how they catch all serial killers.
Well, that's how they caught Ted Bundy.
Chasing him down the street?
That's right. He got stopped at a traffic violation.
50 people.
Well, yeah, but that's how they caught him.
Okay.
He got stopped for a traffic violation, and he ran for it, and the guy chased him down the street.
Wow. I didn't read a book or watch a movie, so I don't know.
Right there in Issaquah, Washington.
You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, P-Man.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. I was just wondering if you're giving any more certificates out.
Yes, we are.
Are you giving any out right now?
No, we're not. Ooh.
Oh, P-Man.
So let's recap. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not.
No.
Okay.
No, we're not. Yes, we are. Okay. Are we clear on this?
Yes.
Okay. Your boobs need serious help. Is that the deal?
Yes.
What's the problem with your breasts?
Well, I just lost a lot.
Tell me about your breast problem, baby.
Okay.
How you just washed them and what happened?
I lost a lot of weight.
You lost a lot of weight. All right. What were you?
I was about 200 pounds.
All right. And what do you know?
About 160.
160. And how tall are you?
About 5'4".
All right. And tell me about your sex life. Are you sexually active right now or no?
Yes.
When was the last time you made love?
Last night.
Last night? Who was the lucky guy?
My boyfriend.
Ah. And how long have you been seeing this man in your life?
About a year and a half.
A year and a half. And how old are you?
22.
22. And you're happy about this relationship?
Yeah.
And where is it going? Is it just going to kind of peter out? Or is it going to last a significant period of time, even from this point forward?
I think it's going to last a long time.
Okay. And why do you feel that, at age 22, that you should be this serious at this stage?
I don't know.
Okay, good answer. And how often do you guys have sex on a regular basis these days? How many times a week would you say?
Almost every night.
Every night. Do you live together?
No.
You don't. Well, do you spend pretty much every night at either your place, his place, wherever places you are currently living, or what?
Yeah, I spend like every night over there.
Over there. He lives alone?
Yeah, he lives alone.
How old is he?
He's 30.
What does he do?
Nothing.
You don't think that's... you don't think... Oh, Lord. There's the laugh again. You don't think that's it's almost like a bell. You don't think it's that big a gap for a 22-year-old to be dating a 30-year-old who doesn't even have a job? I mean, women date 30-year-olds when they're 22 because they have an established life and money. That's usually the motivation.
Yes.
That's why they fall in love with guys like that. Why did you fall in love with a 30-year-old?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just like him a lot, I guess.
You like him a lot. Do you like what he does for you sexually? Is he very good for you and your needs?
He is.
Is there a night that goes by that you don't have a major whopping orgasm? Whoa.
There is not a night that goes by.
Wow. Well, then he's a keeper, isn't he?
Who cares? He doesn't need a job.
Mm-hmm. He's got a job, some would say.
Give me a whopping orgasm.
Okay. And do you have a job? Are you supporting the lifestyle or what?
I'm not supporting him, but I do have a job.
You support yourself, and all you get from him are these sexual voids that he's filling.
Yeah, and we're best friends, so.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
Aw.
And, there he goes. And he would agree. He would agree that that you need breast augmentation?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he would agree, and then some, or he isn't so in love with you he could care less at this point?
I think he's happy, but I don't think he would mind if I got one.
And is he as equally satisfied in his sexual life as you are with him?
Oh, yes.
So that means you're really good at what you do sexually?
Yes.
What makes you so good?
I don't know. I'm just good.
Well, tell me, there's got to be a reason that you even can identify.
I don't want to say it on the air.
Well, try your best to be as general as possible. I'm asking you a direct question. I'd appreciate an answer. Try to keep it as clean as possible. I'm curious to know what makes you so good because there are all kinds of sexual performers out there. Some really bad, believe it or not. They never seem to identify themselves.
True.
They never seem to come on the air and say, T-Man, I never really got the hang of this thing.
I really am
awful. I've tried books, counseling, classes, nothing works.
Right.
And yet they are out there. No one calls and admits it. So what makes you so good?
Well, I like every single kind of position, and I am not loose down there. I'm pretty tight.
Whoa.
That's funny to you? Have you had an array of partners before this guy, or is he pretty much the first to...
Not the first, but...
Not the first, but you certainly aren't ever looking back at your past history and realizing you had a slutty year or two.
Yes.
Your sluttiest year had how many guys in it?
Probably 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Well, that's your sluttiest year.
Whoa! Yeah.
And
whatever.
would you say that you have sexual partners that equals? Is it a double-digit number?
Well, no, it's still single-digit.
Single-digit.
Yeah.
So you feel like a little bit of pride that you haven't slutted yourself out as a 22-year-old often does these days?
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. And you're also pointing out that because you're not as active as the average 22-year-old, which leads to you being, perhaps that's why you brought up, you're a little bit tighter, as you pointed out, than the average maybe 22-year-old these days. Yeah. You think there's a correlation between that tightness and good sex. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm sure that
Remember, must make Terry Free the worst in the world. Well, I'll tell you what, because of your candor, because of your honesty this morning, because of that cute little ring in the bell laugh you have there, I'm going to give you a DVD!
Hey, good job.
No one's ever sounded so disappointed to have a DVD.
Well, thank you, T-Man.
Do you not want a DVD?
I really want a boob job, but if all you can give me is a DVD, I'll be happy.
That is a very sweet little way to react to this, Terry.
It is.
And because of that, I'm going to give her a DVD and a $1,000 gift certificate.
Oh, wow!
And a DVD?
Big winner!
And
Big
a DVD!
Winner. Wow!
Big, tight winner here!
Oh, double whoa!
Congratulations!
Thank you.
What is your name?
My name's Jody.
Jody?
Yes.
You got $1,000 off breast augmentation for the holiday season. All right?
Good deal.
So whoop-de-doo. All right, hang on. Jerry making another holiday a little bit brighter.
Yes, you did. Oh, T-Man Claus.
That's right. Charlie, ever try that?
The T-Man.
You're just another lying old dirty birdie, and I don't think I better be around you for a while.
Seattle's #1 hit music station.
Cube 93. The T-Man. 1-866-663-T-Man.
In other news tonight, a big decision lies ahead for the jury in the Scott Peterson case. Jurors are back home tonight after deliberating for 2 hours whether to give the convicted wife and baby killer life in prison or death.
Oh, dear.
The panel is sequestered in a nearby hotel again and will be back at it tomorrow.
Some are saying, I think I read somewhere that if Scott Peterson is found guilty, he's already found guilty, but if he does not get the death penalty, if he gets life in prison, he may be in the same penitentiary as Charles Manson. Ooh. And they could be roomies.
Really?
Wow.
That'd be kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Charles Manson.
Yes.
Wow.
Scott Peterson with a swastika on his forehead by the end of the month.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you got to do to fit in.
Okay.
Kidding.
Charles Manson is up for parole every year, though, and he could be released at any moment.
Sure.
He's always very much showing how rehabilitated he is at those parole hearings, Terry.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You ever seen footage of him at a parole hearing?
I have.
Just spew it out, meaningless dribble.
How he is Satan.
Right.
And then the other breath will say he is Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Which is it?
Yeah, let's let him out.
Right. You sound better. Go ahead.
Yeah. I vote yes.
What else is going on, Terry? What else do you have?
Got a story here out of Rio Rancho, New Mexico, about a former fast food restaurant worker who has gotten a 1.5-year jail sentence for spitting into a police officer's hamburger.
Oh, jeez. You want to make sure your husband can enjoy his lunch today and not have to worry. Because all workers should be on notice. All food employees should be on notice that is the going penalty now. That's the going rate on spitting on a cop's food. 1.5 years in jail. Does that seem like it fits the crime, though, Terry? I mean, yes, no one wants their food spit on, especially a hard-working officer of the law, okay?
Right.
But what's the charge they actually gave this guy who spit on the officer's food?
Battery.
How is it battery for spitting on someone's food? You got to come up with a new charge. How is it battery?
Well, you're unwillingly putting some of your bodily fluids onto somebody's person.
Mm-hmm.
Should be spittery.
Battery not included.
Yeah, the officer discovered the spit after biting into the burger. That's great.
Yes. And the person who did the spitting got 1.5 years
in jail.
In jail.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Wow.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Not part of the special sauce, I guess.
No. Hold the phlegm, hold the lettuce. If you don't, it won't upset us. All right, very good. So there you have it. It's battery, and it's 1.5 years.
Yes, it is.
Terrific. I'm sure Jimmy Fred has eaten a little saliva in his time and doesn't even know about it. Because he sends back, the few times I've been to lunch with him, he sends back dishes way too often.
Oh, really?
It's a snap in the finger.
You got to know
too.
these days. Because I can guarantee you, if it was a regular person's food, and if it wasn't a cop, I'm saying, who got their food spit on, they're not getting 1.5 years. Jimmy Fred discovers later today that he sent back his dish and they put a big, nice, hot loogie in his little tuna salad. He's not going to make a call to the authorities and have them arrest the man, and the guy is going to have to deal with 1.5 years sentence. It's because it was a cop that this guy got 1.5 years.
Probably so.
So, I guess the point is, what you don't know doesn't hurt you. Jimmy Fred, I guarantee you, has eaten at least 16 loogies in his life.
Oh, that's the world record, I hear. Get us, quick.
You just don't send back your food these days.
No,
You got to be bright enough to know that. If it doesn't work out, okay, this meal that I'm paying for, unfortunately, is horrible.
Right.
I got to write it off as something that happens, and I'm going to go home and make myself a sandwich.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like complaining about stuff, too, doesn't work.
Yeah.
So it seems like I have lunch with him a lot. Do you think I get loogie by association?
Yeah, I think you do.
You probably do.
Yes.
Steven.
It should be not the case that you can send back your food and not have to worry about how it's returned to you, but you just have to realize that is the case.
Yeah, he's spitting, and this is for his fat friend.
Oh, you were there too?
Yeah, I was. See, that's how I know.
You're still going to send back your food at the same pace?
First of all, there's a reason I don't get sandwiches ever, because I like to see if something has happened to my food. I will not get sandwiches.
You're very thorough.
Well, let me tell you.
And second of all, Stephen was out with me to lunch the other day, and I got a fork that was the most disgusting thing ever. There was it looked like there were boogies on it. It was so gross.
That's nice.
Ask Kilbreth, he saw it.
All right.
He saw it.
Yeah.
You got a dirty fork. You get a new one.
No, there's
I
a difference
saw
between
it.
dirty fork and crusty.
Well, he asked me, he said, can you sue for having dirty silverware?
Oh, my God.
He was hoping to get rich.
And I said, I think you could sue for anything.
Talk about frivolous lawsuits.
God.
Then he didn't realize he had a nice clean spoon, but he was eating cream of skid stain. It didn't bother him because he didn't realize it, Terry.
The spoon was really clean.
With,
Right.
a few oyster crackers, it tastes great.
Because I'm sure the employees like to hear about how they put boogies on his knife or fork or whatever it was.
It was the fork. It was pretty sick.
Does he get really loud about it, too?
He's not necessarily loud as far as decibels, Terry.
Right.
He's just irritating. Even for those sitting with him at lunch. Bullcrap. How do you know? You can't tell whether I think you're irritating. It's irritating to hear you complain about all the stuff that happens at a restaurant. And to snap your fingers asking for more salsa is irritating to everyone you were with, whether you realize it or not.
Stop.
Bull crap, what?
I've never snapped my
Did
fingers.
he snap his fingers?
You've snapped.
Yeah, you snapped.
Lie.
How come everyone saw you snap your fingers, but
You
you
guys
don't?
want to believe what you want about me. It's not true. Steven, was I rude to that woman when I asked for new silverware?
We told you snapped your fingers a second after you did it. Do you remember that day?
I do. Was it
Yeah.
Jalisco's?
It was like 2 years ago, the last time we went to lunch with him. He snapped his fingers at a waitress asking for more salsa.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Gay was there. He and I crack up about it. It's the funniest thing ever.
How come he doesn't remember it? He's got like this interesting memory.
Selective.
Anyway, we're just...
But I enjoy having lunch with him.
Right.
See you at noon.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
How come when we talk about the things I do?
All right. What
We're
else
talk
do you
about
have
the
to say?
time where you almost got into a fist fight with a woman downstairs for cheating you on the bill.
Cheating me on the bill?
You were so angry, I've never seen anything like it.
What
When
happened?
people get mad at employees and you voice your opinion, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't look down upon you for doing that.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
You don't remember when
No.
you thought the woman overcharged you?
No, I don't. Did that happen?
Well, it wasn't an overcharge. It was just an accumulation of meals that she was saying you needed to pay for.
Me?
Yes, because you paid for everybody's food in the mornings.
Right.
And so there was like 80
That's
meals
very
on
generous
there.
of me, by the way.
Yeah, you went down and ordered lunch, and she said $572.
Right. I know, exactly.
You were like, what?
That's exactly what it was.
That's what it was?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like, no, you paid like $130 for lunch.
And was I ready to fight her?
I was ready to fire her. You wanted to know, what happened.
Don't ever do that again. It makes me sick to my stomach when you compare me to you. You make me sick. All right? Just hearing you make any reference where I'm tied into you makes me nauseous. All right? What else is going on, Terry?
Got another police story for you. I don't know why, but I do. A police dog bit a nude man in the genitals. The police canine found the nude suspect shortly after they got called to it, and the suspect was being arrested. That's when the dog...
Wait till he's out of here.
Okay. And that's when the dog bit the gentleman.
You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
Yes, I'm calling in reference to what Terry talked about earlier today.
6 hours ago?
That's right. It was 6 hours ago, but I've been on hold for about 40 minutes. So it doesn't matter how long ago it was.
Yes, go ahead. We're about to punch you out in a second, lady.
Okay, anyways, can you be quiet so I can talk about what Terry was talking about earlier today?
No. You're on the air. Hello.
That worked.
That's a great approach.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, T.
Yes.
I'm going to give my 2 cents here on a couple of issues. Now, with you and your woman there,
Yes.
I know you love your woman and you want to kiss her and everything like that. I'm with you. I think there's nothing grosser than a pregnant lady as far as sexually goes.
I don't necessarily agree with that statement. I just see it as an invasion of my son's house.
Well,
that's where he lives right now. That's where he's hanging out.
Right.
And I don't need, at this point, at 7 months, I could do it. At 6 months, 5 months, 4 months, 3 months, I could do it.
Right.
At 8 months, for some reason, feeling the kicks as banging as they are now, I don't find the ability to now be able to just go in there, invade his home, and have sex with my wife. I wish, and I'm sure my wife wishes desperately that I would. I don't know if that's the case either. But
well, that makes sense, though.
she's willing, but I just can't figure out how to get it done now.
That's okay. I think you're all right for that, though. I'm
Oh,
not
well,
gonna
thank you,
judge
sir. I needed that.
But secondly,
yes,
if I were Darius, I would go hide behind the couch, wait for Terry to climb up the ladder, and then tip it over. That I would give her a Christmas ornament accident. That's how I'd get out.
Terry, you have to worry about these things, apparently.
I guess so.
Send back your food. You have to worry about them rubbing their breasts all over it. And these are men I'm talking about.
Right now.
Otherwise,
Yeah, where do you
yes.
get that?
Yeah.
Otherwise, there'd be lines around the block as you hear, Terry.
Yes, I do.
Man breast not as appealing.
Right.
And you may have to worry about your son scheming behind your back
Well,
to cause your immediate incapacitation.
Yeah, if there's 47 toys at the top of the stairs waiting for you to come out of your bedroom, you'll know. Why is your skateboard at the top of the stairs, Jerry?
yeah.
You're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some lipo from my girlfriend.
You know, because after she had my baby.
Where do you need it, sir?
Thing going on.
Nothing more lame than a guy pretending like he wants a $1,000 gift certificate for lipo and not being able to admit that he needs it himself.
Right.
You don't have a girlfriend.
I don't need him. I work out every day.
You know your fat girlfriend has no hope in that area. Why do you want it for yourself, sir? Admit it to me.
I don't need it for myself.
Right.
If I had a fax machine, I'd fax you pictures of me. I don't need it for myself.
Man, I wish you had a fax machine.
Every day I hear you talking about women being small and short. I'm a short guy, too.
Okay.
You know, I am short.
All right.
I'm in the gym every day, and I am in shape, you know, and I'm 200 pounds, but I'm still in shape.
Right.
You know, I do my thing in the gym. I don't need lipo. I don't need nothing. Okay, I know how to lose weight. I know how to gain weight. I know how to do all of that.
Wow.
Now, my girlfriend, on the other hand, okay, she's a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl.
But
she rates really high up on your scale.
Well,
okay,
right,
but she's got this little thing going on down at the bottom that she just cannot get rid of, and she's real self-conscious about it.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know, and I just want to see her get rid of it.
Well, what are you talking about? You want her to lose some pounds in her ass or her hips or what?
No, right in her stomach.
In her stomach.
Because after she had my baby, this was 7 years ago, you know, it's like just built up and it's just real soft there, and she just can't get rid of it, and, you know, she works on it, but it's like, won't go nowhere.
I have a quick question for you. If you are so into working out and stuff, you would think that you would...
you sound pretty influential. Why aren't you able to take all your skills and abilities and have them rub off on her, sir?
Right.
Believe me, I have tried.
Well,
she eats healthy with me. I have my own, you know, my own cardio.
Well, then it sounds like there's no hope for this woman. Sorry, I can't help you. Come on.
It's been 70 years and it keeps gaining. Right.
The man seemed pretty confident, Terry.
He did.
The man seemed like he had all the answers. Give them to her.
She's a little bit of a disadvantage having a kid, too. I mean, you gotta cut her a little slack.
I can't just save every phone call that phones in, Terry. Then they'll start talking about me as easy. And I've never been easy.
The T-Man.
Okay, that does it. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Cube 93. Hi, what's your name?
Shaylee.
Hi, what did you donate?
A toy.
It's a miracle from
Man.
Caveman artist drew J-Lo's likeness 30,000 years ago, Terry.
Really?
What does that mean to you?
It means...
Well, you see what we're doing here, so yeah, just shut your mouth. Well, what it should mean, and you know the story, is that we're coming up with headlines right now for a game that will be played in the next couple of minutes that we haven't played in some time, have we?
No, we haven't.
And it's a way to give away a $1,000 gift certificate for anything that anyone wants to use towards cosmetic surgery, huh? Right. A $1,000 gift certificate for any procedure anyone would like to use for any operation that they choose.
Very cool.
It's a game we call Homemade Headlines.
Yeah.
And we're coming up with the headlines right now. Now, a little preview for you to work over in your mind. That little headline we just gave out. Was it real, or did we just make it up?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Uh-huh. The excitement builds, doesn't it, Stephen?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't even think it was an option.
Okay. So give us time. We're working the magic right now, ladies and gentlemen. And when we get back, one contestant, one person. Oh, no, how does it work again? Oh, yeah. We have as many contestants as we need until someone guesses the made-up headline.
Right.
That's the way it works, Terry. And we're doing this, obviously, because if we take phone calls now, all it is on all 73 lines are people asking for a gift certificate for cosmetic surgery, Terry. That's what it's become around here.
Yeah.
And we should have seen this coming. The moment I announced that we have hundreds of gift certificates, or we're actually down to about 90-some-odd gift certificates now for cosmetic procedures, that's all the calls that are on these lines right now. I can go through every line right now, and that's all anyone wants to talk about.
Yeah.
I need this, I need that, I need the other thing. You're on the air.
Hi there.
Yes, what do you need?
I need laser surgery for my face.
You're on the air. What do you need? You're on the air. What do you need?
Hello?
What do you need?
I am asking for a boob job.
You're on the air. What do you need?
My mom needs a lift.
You're on the air. What do you need?
Good angle.
We'll go pick her up.
Hello?
Hello?
What can we do for you?
Oh, I would like breast implants.
You're on the air. What do you need?
Hello?
Yes?
I don't need anything, but I'd like to get a lift for my wife.
You're on the air. What do you need?
Hello?
Yes?
Hi, I'd like to play your game.
You're not playing our game. Do you see the point, Terry?
Yes, I do.
She was on the line holding for a boob job, too. Everyone is holding for breast augmentation. They're holding for facelifts. They're holding for nose jobs. They're holding for tummy tucks. They're holding for breast lifts. They all want gift certificates. So we'll do our best to accommodate them, but they have to be able to decode homemade headlines. Caveman artist drew J-Lo's likeness 30,000 years ago. Mull over that while we finalize the rest.
The T-Man.
Both Kenny's dad and I were in Scouts for years.
Was your dad in Scouts, Carmen? Oh, yeah, you don't have a dad.
It's the Kings of Crunk, Lil Jon and me side, boys. We ready to rock them jingle bells for the KUBE 93 Lil Jon and me side, boys. Crunk Christmas Cash Party. Let's go.
I think it was Stephen Kilbreth who once called this his favorite game.
Wow.
And that goes back all the way through his childhood, Terry. That means he eliminates Chutes and Ladders, he eliminates Candyland, all those games he's ever played, Payday.
Must have forgot about Sorry.
Categories, Sorry, even Boulder Dash.
Boulder Dash.
This game, I think you once were quoted as saying, Stephen, is your favorite. Is that right, or am I misquoting you?
Yes, beyond homemade headlines.
Oh, jeez.
I do love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to play a game that we have entitled Homemade Headlines. Actually, Brian Wheeler did, but who's counting? Anyway.
His was talking headlines.
Oh, that's right. We made it our own. We will read you 5 headlines, ladies and gentlemen. 4 of which have been chronicled. They've been documented. They are 100% real. Or at least as far as being published, they're real.
Right.
And the other was just made up by our crack staff, or our staff on crack, whichever you prefer, in the past 5 minutes. Is that precise? Is that accurate?
Pretty
5
much.
minutes ago,
Or less.
inside of 5 minutes ago, we made up this headline, and it's one of the 5 headlines you're about to believe. If you are able, as a listener of this program, to A, get through on the phone lines at 1-866-663-T-MAN, and B, identify the made-up headline that was put together by the staff on crack, then you will be able to receive a wild card gift certificate provided by Dr. Tony Mangabat.
It's not the storm game, Steve.
Okay.
Relax. He's at the starting forward.
Now tell people what they can do with a wild card gift certificate. Please, Stephen, what can they do as an owner and possessor of a $1,000 gift certificate that has the words wild card written on it?
Wild card. I think that they, the owner of the wild card gift certificate can do anything that they want with
Well,
it.
yes, they can wipe their ass with it, or they can get any procedure done.
Right, you can't take it to Target.
Under
but you can get any
the entire scope of Dr. Tony Mangabat's skillful hand. That means anything from facelift to nose job to breast augmentation to septoplasty to breast augmentation revision, breast lift, breast reduction, tummy tuck, thigh and buttock lift, arm lift, liposuction, hair transplant. You get the point.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up carefully. Take notes if need be. I'm about to read you 5 headlines. 4 I have right in front of me as published articles. 1 has been made up, and I will go through the headlines now. Headline number 1. Doctor pulls parking ticket out of patient's ear. That's headline number 1. Doctor pulls parking ticket out of patient's ear. Headline number 2. Man files for restraining order against Siamese twin. That's headline number 2. Did a man file for a restraining order against his very own Siamese twin? Headline number 3. World's priciest hooker charges $1 million. That is headline number 3. Is there a hooker out there that charges $1 million per session?
And do you take checks?
Oh, geez. Headline number 4.
No.
Caveman artist drew J-Lo's likeness 30,000 years ago. That is headline number 4. Was it recently discovered that he drew J-Lo's likeness some 30,000 years ago? And headline number 5. 980-pound bride weds a 94-pound man. That is your headline number 5. Did a half-a-ton woman marry a man as light as a feather? Those are your headlines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them has been made up by Terry Freed.
Really? Wow.
By a collection of minds here in the studio.
Only one was made up?
Terry's input not included. Yeah.
Right.
No, Terry assisted somehow, some way, I'm sure. It was a collection of minds here, Stephen.
Yeah.
In this main studio. Stephen in the auxiliary studio had no participation in the made-up headline. However, he still now has the ability to play along at home.
Yes.
Which makes it more fun for him. Maybe that's the reason he appreciates this game more than any other we play.
That's the truth.
Stephen, you heard the 5 headlines.
I have heard them.
Would you
I
like
wrote
to
them down.
Oh, geez. Would you like to take a stab at which one the made-up headline is, but don't do it on the air? Maybe call the hotline and have your phone call answered, and then we'll find out if you were able to nail the made-up headline by us, Stephen.
You send me a 2-way if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Hey, what's happening? Hey.
Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you got it or not. Anytime now would be great. He's still mulling it over?
Oh my God.
He's going
Give
down
him
his...
some time.
Apparently he needs some time.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm. Really? Well, that's not good. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Kilbreath correctly identified the made-up headline.
Wow.
Whoa.
Was there something that tipped you off, Stephen?
No, I always go with my second choice.
So it's not your second choice.
No, I had one which I thought it was, and then I go with my second choice.
It's a weird guy. Don't try to figure it out.
The one you think it is the one you chose. It's just this one.
He had one that he really thought it was, but then said, this one is my second choice, and he told Dave the second choice.
Because I burned myself by going with my gut instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that says ask for extra fries, usually.
As I said, don't try to figure it out, Kilbreath. Yeah. All right. Well, Stephen, ladies and gentlemen, would be the receiver of a gift certificate, and certainly he could desperately use it. 1-866-663-T-Man. Can you, the listeners, figure out which one the made-up headline is? I will go to the random ringing phones. You are on the air. Hello. Who's this?
It is John.
Tension is all around the room for you, John. $1,000. Not the smallest prize in the history of any radio show in the world, right, John?
That's right.
Okay. Have you listened to the 5 headlines, John?
I have heard them.
Do you feel like you, like Stephen Kilbreath, have identified the made-up headline? Are you going to go with your second choice there, John? John, if you win, how are you going to use the $1,000 wild card gift certificate?
Oh, I'm not sure.
You don't even know how you're going to use it?
No, I'm not real sure.
What do you have?
Depends on what it is.
I think
he doesn't even know.
Okay, he has no clue.
Well, actually, he just wants to play the game and doesn't care about the prize, and there's something to be said about that, but I disconnect them anyway. You're on the air. Hello. I would like to have someone who has a need for the gift certificate.
Absolutely.
All right, and knows what we're giving away.
Yeah.
Anyone there?
Hello?
Yes, who's this?
This is Jen.
Jen, and are you prepared to play homemade headlines?
Sure.
Well, did you hear the...
Nope.
That's a nope.
Gosh.
You're on the air. You're on the air.
Hello?
Turn your radio down.
Down.
I'm starting to lose patience quick. Yeah. Who's this?
My name is Tracy.
What can we do for you, Tracy?
Well, I'm calling for the gift certificate.
Are you prepared to play homemade headlines, Tracy?
I am.
Did you hear the 5 headlines, Tracy?
I did.
If you were to win in homemade headlines, how would you be using this gift certificate, Tracy?
Breast augmentation.
Breast augmentation is your need.
Absolutely. Yes.
And this means a lot to you.
Well, I have implants now, and I want them redone, I guess.
Well, that wouldn't be breast augmentation. Dr. Tony Mangabet has a specific title for that kind of surgery. It's called breast augmentation revision.
Okay, well then revision.
It's called Don't Fool Yourself Again.
You heard the 5 headlines?
I did.
And your name is what again?
Tracy.
And you're going to go with your second choice, like a smart person would do?
No, I'm going to go with my first.
And your first choice is?
I think number 1.
Doctor pulls parking ticket out of patient's ear?
Yes.
You think that's a made-up headline that we concocted here in the studio?
Absolutely.
Tracy?
Yes?
I'm going to give you a moment now to say to yourself, okay, I have one chance at this. This is a big opportunity. Not every day is $1,000 and a gift certificate thrown my way. I got all caught up in the excitement of that, and I made a terrible selection. I would like to change my answer, Mr. T-Man. Would you like to do that at this time?
No, I'm going to go with my first choice.
She's going to stick with her first choice of doctor pulls parking ticket out of patient's ear. Tracy.
Yes?
When you woke up this morning, were you feeling special?
Of course I was.
Well, not special enough. You're wrong. I'm sorry, Tracy. That happened. That is a true story. I'm sure. Well, at least,
I'm sure.
At least there's an article.
Right. It's in print.
Yes. It is not the made-up headline, and we're getting to a point where time is short, and so am I. Who's this?
Hello?
Hello, yes?
Hello?
Yes.
We all know you don't have sex with your wife because you can't get it up, prick.
Wow.
That's not one of the headlines.
Yeah, that's not one of the headlines.
Although I'd like to see an article about it later today. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
I'd like to play the game.
That means my wife's carrying the baby Jesus, by the way.
I think that woman thought she was calling her husband.
Go ahead, yes. Who is this?
This is Stacy.
Stacy, and what are you hoping to get this gift certificate in need for? What are you looking to have done to yourself?
I'm thinking a tummy tuck.
A tummy tuck should be coming your way. Woo! Now, you have a better chance than your last fellow contestant because there are only 4 headlines remaining.
Uh-huh.
Which one is the made-up headline, Tracy? What is your name?
Stacy.
Stacy. We have Stacy and Tracy so far.
I'm thinking the one about the restraining order against the Siamese twin.
Man files for restraining order against Siamese twin.
Uh-huh.
Stacy.
Yes.
Again, the last contestant had an option to realize with the euphoria going through your system that, hey, I made it on. Hey, I could win a $1,000 gift certificate. I screwed up my thinking. This one wasn't made up by the people in that studio. That's not their style. I'm going to change my answer. Would you like that opportunity this time, Stacy?
Nope, I'm going to stick with it.
Stacy is going to stick with man files for restraining order against Siamese twin.
Uh-huh.
Stacy?
Yes.
Do you feel like it's going to be an extra special holiday season for you?
I'm hoping
Do you feel like Santa's got an extra big smile on his face for you these days?
I'm hoping.
Stacy, your big-ass tummy may get tucked a little bit because you won a gift certificate!
Achie.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations, Stacy.
Thank you.
Well done. Because the other stories, where are they? Yes, the $1 Million a Night hooker.
Yeah,
I just have her advertisement on the internet here.
Oh, okay.
And, the caveman, no one believed that was a story we made up. Archaeologists discovered dozens of paintings on rock walls of a cave that show the likeness of actress Jennifer Lopez.
Wow.
According to this story right here, Terry.
I see that story.
Well, Stacy, where are you from?
I'm from Buckley.
How big? Oh,
Whoa!
No one can say that with a straight face. How old are you, Stacy?
I'm 29.
And you desperately need your tummy work done. Is that right?
I wouldn't say desperately, but
I would say
like
desperately.
it worked on.
All right, $1,000 towards that operation is coming your way. Okay.
Good job. Congratulations.
All right. What station tucks your tummy, baby?
Club 93.
Yeah.
Is that what it's going to be now?
Guess so. Mm-hmm. We didn't stump enough people, Terry.
Oh, I know.
980-pound bride weds 80-pound man or 94-pound man. The bulky Bertha Montrell has tied the knot with the man of her dreams and insists he's the perfect match for her, even though she weighs a scale-crunching 980 pounds, Terry.
Ouch.
Why, hubby Oswald weighs a feathery 94 pounds. I don't see how anyone could argue it's not a match made in heaven.
The T-Man.
Be careful with those pills. Save some for when you're better.
Hey, what's up?